I'm not doing this because I want to take long showers with you assholes.
Ain't you them kids that have been whacking off in my tool shed?
By a bunch of fucking ice holes like yourselves.
Yeah, well, listen, you ought to ditch the geeks in the car with now and get in with us, but that's all right. We'll worry about that later.
Oh, my God. There's 100 morons in my basement.
It's you, Larry.
Lollygaggers. Diamond dogs have struck again.
Real pretty.
No, they could be a lot worse.
Why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
4 of us wolves running around the desert together in Las Vegas, looking for strippers and cocaine.
1, 2, 3, Benchwarmers!
Live from Scott's parents' basement, this is the Basement Benchwarmers Podcast.
The Basement Benchwarmers Podcast back for another week. Got Willie and Eric here tonight, and myself, Scott. Let's start like we start every week. Got a lot to talk about tonight, so let's start like every week. How was your week? And we'll start with Eric. How was your week?
Good week. The music's still going. Does it usually do that? I don't know. I'm always following Ed, so like
It's like 8-minute song.
I would.
It's like 8 minutes.
I would think that the music would drown out Ed a little bit better. But usually I still hear him. I had a good week. I celebrated my 31st birthday on Saturday.
Awesome.
And my lovely wife and I, who's a Buckeye fan, went to the Ohio State Northwestern game at Wrigley Field, which was a lot of fun. A lot of Buckeye fans there. It was a little ridiculous, I thought. Probably 95%.
Really?
Which is ridiculous. Yeah, just a little Northwestern section on each end zone. That was really it.
Those poor Northwestern kids selling their tickets. Huh?
Yeah, well, poor. Yeah, smart Northwestern
poor,
kids.
Smart
yes.
Northwestern kids.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good time. Obviously, the game was a little lopsided, but it was a fun experience. I always, obviously enjoy going to Wrigley and being in that atmosphere.
The game was like an old lady's boobs, lopsided.
A little lopsided. Yeah, I mean, actually, at first, I don't know if you guys watched it, but Northwestern
I watched the first.
They had
quarter.
them on their toes at first, and of course, they're all. I think, and Heather does the same thing. They're all the same. They're like, oh my God, fire Ryan! Like the world is ending, and I'm like, rational person. I'm like, your team is a lot better than that team. And so whether they go up 7-0 or 14-0, they are going to win the football game. Just watch.
They paid a lot more.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, they paid a lot more to put that team on the field. So, but yeah, it was a fun experience. Yeah, I don't know what else. We got back actually at a decent hour, and my son went and got pizza from Kaiser's, and we kind of all 6 of us hung out, which is a rare occasion when all 6 of us are hanging out in the living room together and
hanging out, everybody looking at their phones, right?
Yeah, actually, we were off our phone. We had some good conversations. We had a lot of laughs, and then they disperse after that, and Dad goes downstairs and drinks bourbon. So and then yesterday we went to, I feel like we just had this discussion, but little Packer Bear party, which was nice. So it was a good weekend. How about you, Willie?
I spent it was a lot of family time this weekend. I got to keep a 2.5-year-old and a 1.5-year-old grandkids at the house, so that was an experience. And I'd do it again. The older they get, the easier they get. But they both decided to wake up about 2:00 in the morning and stay up till 4:00. One of them was yelling for mom and dad. The other one just woke up because the other one was yelling for mom and dad. She decided she wanted to join in, and then we celebrated the impending birth of the fourth grandchild coming in December at a sprinkle as opposed to a shower. So
congratulations. That's awesome.
Thanks. So number 4 coming, little girl.
Awesome.
Scooter?
My week was good. I got my Christmas decorations up, almost all of them.
I felt
They
like
look
it was
great.
Santa's Wonderland here. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, I got them up. Sucks it's raining now because it sucks with the inflatable stuff. They don't really do too well, but it is what it is. They'll dry out. You need it to be nice and cold for those inflatables. It's weird. Colder.
Well, maybe
not freezing, but you need to be
Right,
cold to
yeah.
keep those nice and crisp and they look good. So
maybe you should wait till December then to put up your Halloween
no,
decorations.
it's about the weather though, the temperature. It was in the 50s.
Saturday.
It was
It's nice to be out there.
I bought a 20-foot gingerbread man.
Is it out there? I didn't see it.
Ask me where it is.
Where is it?
So we put it up. Might have been the best ever setup of a inflatable ever. It was 20 feet. We had Jace actually had the idea. We should tether it first, then blow it up. So we tethered it, and then we would just adjust it. We had it all adjusted, had it 4-cornered out, had 6 strings. It looked awesome. It was perfect. Go over about a half hour. I'm over doing something else. All of a sudden, I hear pop.
It just popped.
The back blew out of it.
Oh my
So I
god!
had to take it back to Menards and keep this junk.
Did it eat too much chili?
Was that over there messing with it?
No, just the back. Its back end blew out too. like he poo-pooed himself.
Yeah.
So but put that up and then
We should wait till December. That's why.
No,
when it's 20 degrees.
It's too early for me.
That's when I put up my decorations.
You can't feel his fingers.
I'll be the Saturday, like I said, Saturday after Thanksgiving. It'll probably be freezing.
Nah, it's supposed to be 50 this weekend again.
Yeah.
So
I'll take that. I'll take it all year. 50.
Heck yeah.
And went to the game this weekend, Bear Packer game. Stayed overnight. Got home today. Stayed Sunday to Monday. Had a good time with Wrigleyville.
It was the best thing you ate.
We didn't really eat nothing special.
Yeah, you brought that up on the text. Why did you bring that up?
Because he went.
He's always about he goes into so much detail too about.
I thought he went
eats.
to a game and a food frenzy came out.
No,
the game really wasn't much to talk about. Correct?
No, it was a good game. We actually met Dutch to tailgate.
Oh, did you?
And he bought gyros.
Oh, nice.
But he brought them from the people with us. They own I don't know if you're in Burlington, a restaurant called Flippies. And I've heard of it, and they own a place, and it was all gyro meat, the stuff, tzatziki, everything, tomatoes, onions. They brought everything. I didn't have onions, just tomato. And then it was good. It was solid of the gyro, and he brought a little spread of food and stuff, and we had some beers, Bloody Marys. So that was we got back. We had some snacks in the room watching the KC Buffalo game, and I wasn't really hungry. And then I was in bed early because I had a few 2 extras. I went in bed by 10:30. They went and got food at Pizzeria Do, which I believe is the little brother of Uno. Yeah. And they went there and got pizza. They said it was good. Hot beef sandwich. Actually, when I got back, I tried some beef. It was pretty tasty. So it was a good time. Well, I'm home by 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Finished my stuff today. And so it was a good weekend. It was fun. So I do have another story for you guys, my weekend. So the house, I don't know if you noticed, but the Roach family, unfortunately, this past year, the mother passed away. She lived right across the street. And they auctioned her house off this weekend.
Really?
Yeah. Guess who bought it?
No telling.
You.
My in-laws bought it.
No
really?
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Did they really?
Yeah. So there's some few things need to be done in it, but he's gonna take time. They got their house. He doesn't, he's gonna fix up that house and then sell theirs in the and sell theirs after the fact. So works out good for him. So because
is there a pool over there?
No, but they might put one in.
Okay, I was going to say because that's a notorious spot for you to go swim.
And they're not part of the HOA.
HOA is going to do what they want.
So put a big middle finger to the HOA.
They're going to put a fence up and back, which Jenny's excited about because then she can take the dogs over there, can run around the backyard over there and stuff. Nice. They have a place to play. So
cool.
So yeah. So yeah.
As long as they don't eat their dog.
Yeah.
So this how I guess. So where?
It's right across. It's right next to Glenn's.
Next to Glenn.
Just north of Glen.
Isn't that where Tim camped out one night?
Yeah, pretty much. He was camping that night, right in the area. So
with the tarp.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now I know where it is.
So yeah, just north of Glenn's on the same side of the street.
Oh, cool.
Right there. It's like it's actually a double lot.
That's awesome.
So you said it was an auction, was it?
Yeah, no, it was an auctioneer out there going, "Dang,
really?
Yeah. I wasn't over there. They were over there. I could hear from. I was doing stuff. I could hear them doing that. I could hear it the whole time. They sold everything. Like
Did you know that they were going to be there?
Oh yeah. They said they were going to look at it. He said he'd go up to so much, and
he did it. That's cool. So it's significant. Is it more? It's because I've been to I've never been inside their house. But I know where it is because I've dropped off Ella and stuff like that. This is much more square footage.
Yeah, it's a bigger house than they live in now. It's bigger.
And
Plus,
they
it's got
want
more
that.
property.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like overly huge.
Okay.
But it's bigger than their house. So I bet there's I think it's like 1,500, and their house now is probably just over 1,000.
Okay.
So a little bigger kitchen.
So
bigger,
not extreme.
Bigger, a little bigger bedrooms.
Yeah.
Nice, decent little basement, which
bigger backyard.
Yeah, huge yard. They could do. I mean, they got so
and they have dogs or a dog.
And they have a boat. Peter has a pontoon boat. He parks out in the county. Well, now he could probably park it there if he wants.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about paying for that. So whenever. So yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, so they purchased they bought the house.
That's awesome.
It'll probably be not till summer. They won't move in, I'm guessing, because they can get in January 6th, but he'll start working on it.
Right.
So they'll probably plan on moving in the summer. I'm
You know,
guessing.
Ed knows how to paint.
Yeah.
Joke.
Yeah. There we go. Because he doesn't, right?
Right. Peter.
Yeah. Peter has no idea how to paint. So that works out well for the holidays and all that other stuff. I mean, you don't have to drive all the way to Racine for crying out loud.
Yeah. So so it's kind of cool.
As long as he puts in a pool.
Yeah. So that was one. So.
But they have a rule there that says Scott has to wear a suit though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The leopard
banana hammock.
The leopard Speedo
with thong.
Cousin Eddie.
He's got to wear it.
But I don't know how to swim. I know Eddie.
So tonight we're going to talk about the good, bad, and ugly, like we always do. Talk about this past week NFL, week 11 finishing up. Talk about week 12, preview it. Also, I have a fast food bracket we can go over tonight.
Ooh, nice.
So we can go over that tonight.
We didn't get to prep for that though. So
I guess we'll name you. We'll vote and see who gets to the final. We'll do it real quick. Won't take long. We're gonna get back to maybe name a bench one of the week this week. Our top 5 in the NFL power rankings. I think they changed this week. I've got a big change. I got big changes in my rankings.
I got at least 2 or 3. So.
I got big changes.
I threw a fun one in there too.
Did you?
Yeah.
A fun one.
Yeah. The Raiders.
That sounds like fun.
What, isn't it the last 40 years?
Yeah.
Top 5? Oh, I don't even think they fit in there.
So let's start off with good, bad, and ugly, and we'll let Willie start. Willie, start with whatever you want to start with, good, bad, or ugly.
I'm going to start with ugly. So I was reading this article about the demise of the kickers this year.
Yeah.
The kickers that have always been the ones you wanted to draft right off the bat. So the league average is 85%, making your extra points and your field goals and whatnot. So some of the kickers that you've always wanted to have on your team. So Jake Elliott right now is at 73.7%. Young Ho Koo, 73.1%. Justin Tucker, 72.7%. Evan McPherson, 71.5%. And Dustin Hopkins is 70%.
Wow.
So I don't know, all the games I've watched, and you actually happen to be part of to see one live. And
well, that was actually a miss. So.
Yes, no, it wasn't a miss, but
it got tipped. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
but Tucker had a rough.
Oh, yeah, he missed one yesterday again.
Yeah,
big one.
Yeah, when you see a headline, and Tucker, debatably, I mean, can we say he's in the discussion of one of the greatest kickers of all time? Right?
I would.
Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah, I would.
When you see a headline that says the Ravens still have confidence in Tucker, something is wrong. That's a headline you've never seen before, right? We still have confidence in him.
But the problem with this is championship caliber teams have to figure it out. They can't go and they can't say Justin Tucker is automatic. And if he's not automatic, are they going to dump him? No, but I guarantee he might not be there next year.
You have to rethink your strategy a little bit as well.
He's got to be in their age too, right? He's got to be up there.
He's played a long time, so I don't know what? Late 30s.
Kickers go through have not even yips, just have a bad stretch, and who knows what'll happen with Justin Tucker, though, I guess, as we're saying this, then he'll get in the playoffs and make like 3-game winners or something like that from 60 yards or something like that. That's just what he does. Yeah. So
remember that one year McPherson.
Oh, yeah.
He was on fire.
Oh, into the playoffs and everything.
Oh,
like that,
yeah. He was just.
So he was on that. He was on that list that you just.
Yeah, he sure was. He's at 71.5% right now.
Ouch.
And like I said, the league average is 85%. So.
Those are Mason Crosby kind of numbers. No, he was a great kicker, but he had those years.
Yeah, he had a one. I just
he
remember
had
one
3 bad
I
years.
just remember, the other years, but the one he had one bad year.
Well, that Lions game, but then he kicked the game winner.
Right, like 63 yards or something.
He missed 20 field goals, and then he made the one that counted.
But you think about back in the day, you had Tom Dempsey and Mark Mosley, those straight on kickers. They never missed.
Never missed. Straight on, boom.
They just went through a lot of shoelaces pulling that toe up.
There wasn't a lot of 61-yard field goals back then, though.
Yeah, just Tom Dempsey.
Tom Dempsey had a 63
right.
yarder.
Right.
Yeah.
So I remember going to school the next day, and that's all the kids talked about.
Is a 63-yard field goal.
Everybody's like, so we're out in the playground trying to kick the ball as far as we can.
Mm-hmm.
We're lucky to get 20 yards, So,
dude, my toes right now are hurting just thinking about kicking a field goal. It's like,
well, who was the one guy that used to kick barefoot for the Eagles?
That's crazy.
Fuad Revez, right? Was that his name?
No, it was a different guy. Hop, do you know? Are you listening?
The barefoot guy for the Eagle. Tony,
yes.
Tony something.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of remember that happening.
I can see him.
Tony Franklin, yes.
Yeah,
sir.
Tony Franklin, yeah.
Because I used to joke around and take my shoe off and like kick a football, and I'm like, why did I do that?
But he couldn't because his toenails will pop it.
My swords, you mean? My swords.
They're most like a claw.
They'd always get pissed when I was thinking about doing it because I popped the ball. I have to go get a new one.
How about your what are you on? You said
that was ugly.
Okay,
yeah,
ugly.
Willie's toenails.
Rich Carlos too in Denver did it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. My ugly is the 4-year, $160 million contract that the Giants have with Daniel Jones. Was that going to be yours? I'm sorry.
No, I got more.
Former 2019 overall pick number 6, and he is now a third-string quarterback for the Giants. So. I'm thinking the Giants feel that that's an ugly contract at this point. I'm just guessing.
When they could have either signed
Saquon
or Saquon. Yeah.
Saquon or Saquon.
They could have signed Saquon and drafted Bo Nix.
Yep. And
woulda, coulda, shoulda, right?
I don't know if anybody has Bo Nix on their list of good, bad, and ugly.
I think Bo Nix is becoming. It shows what good coaching does for a player.
Good point.
I think, and then they talked about him a lot. Sean Payton, he's changed a lot of his offensive philosophy is still there, but it's got new age ideas pocketed with a lot of Oregon stuff he put in there.
Yeah,
that goes with Bo Nix's pro set, just like they've done in Kingsbury's done in Washington.
Yeah,
for him, and I kind of believe. I know it's only one game, but I think the new OC of the Bears understands what he has now. And I saw it was good yesterday. That's one of my things. We'll talk later about. Sorry,
you're saying it was good.
I think he did a good job yesterday.
I think Caleb Williams did a good job.
It was the best game as a pro.
Yeah,
hands down.
Absolutely.
He had better games throwing touchdowns and stuff, but by far, he. I like when you try to extend plays passing, but we did yesterday. I think it's better is he would get in trouble, and there was no more. I'm going to throw it downfield. I'm running, and then he only time he broke out of a sack, and he looked downfield is on 3rd and 19 when he had to throw the ball because he knew he was going to get down that far running. So he said, "I got to throw this ball." He made a good throw and got 18 yards or 15 yards or whatever.
And Willie, and I don't know if you're going to go more on the Bears and the good, bad, and the ugly, but you asked him earlier if he was going to go on a rant.
Yeah,
I think they look. They're not winning the Super Bowl this year. So why would you go on a rant?
It's not about. No. There is a reason to go about the rant.
All three.
He knows
it's going to be. It's my bad. I'm changing my ugly.
But all 3 rookies in the offense played significant.
Rome Odunze right now. I don't look.
Yeah, you do it later. Yeah.
But so the thing about Daniel Jones though, you brought him up was that the thing why he's a third string and all that. He's got a $23 million injury clause. Insurance. So if he gets hurt, he gets $23 million automatically.
Oh, okay. So
they're like,
who
does? Screw it.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones.
Stick him down the depth chart.
That's why he's going to be. He's not even suiting up anymore.
Yeah.
Or he'll be the emergency quarterback maybe, but that's it.
Yeah.
It's. You know what? When they signed him though, didn't we all kind of know that he had that year, but it wasn't. It was. You know what he had a year like? It was a Justin Fields year. He ran the ball a lot. They thought he was going to be the next Josh Allen, which
was it a Trubisky kind of year?
No, he ran. He had a lot of yards rushing that year, Daniel Jones. Man, good year. He ran the ball a lot.
He was faster. Everybody's like, I didn't know this guy was that fast.
Yeah. And they always said the next Jackson, like, maybe he's gonna be the next Josh Allen. And we're like, oh, okay, maybe.
He did go to Duke, right? Yeah, he was smart.
Okay, so the Saquon and Bo Nix thing, where are they at then? They got 2 wins, right? Or they got 4 wins then?
Who?
The Giants. If they
It
still had
depends.
Saquon.
It depends because their offensive line isn't great. Yeah, I mean,
So Saquon might already be on the injured reserve list.
But at least they have. I mean, Saquon might have not stayed anyway. The way he treated him in that Hard Knocks was terrible. They basically said to him, I think the conversation, the GM calls him and goes, "Yeah, you can look around. Just let us know what you got offered, and we'll think about matching it."
Mm-hmm.
Click. Well, right there and there ain't coming back.
Like the Giants.
Yeah, it was weird. I think that GM and Brian Daboll are going to be fired at the end of the year. They're done.
Yeah,
they're going to.
I mean, I wonder how much hand Dabo had in the, picking the quarterback there.
Well, he was in on the meetings for doing the thing, and they agreed on Malik Neighbors. And I understand him. Malik Neighbors is a good receiver. That's good. That's good. That's a good start.
Talent.
But I'm a firm believer in a quarterback in place before you can have a receiver. And if there's nobody good enough, they should have maybe traded down and got more like the Bears. I mean, I'm glad they got Rome. I think Rome's a good receiver. I think he's going to become some of his blocks history were incredible. And I think he's going to be a good receiver, but even the Bears would trade down to get more picks. It's not, I mean, I maybe should have done it, but Malik Neighbors is a good receiver, but at least the Bears had a quarterback coming with them. They had a quarterback thinking, okay, we're going to have a quarterback. Where now if you get a quarterback, he takes a year or two to develop. Malik Neighbors is going to be a free agent. You can afford to pay him now.
Yeah.
You get that weird. And I would say, don't get me wrong, Malik Neighbors is going to be up there in rookie of the year votes. He's going to be all up there. He's good. He's a good player. I'm not saying he's not, but it's all about what you think you need. And I think they thought they were going to. And Brian Daboll, I think he's kind of becoming the new Matt Patricia, the guy who succeeded somewhere, and all of a sudden he got the wheel, and he looks like he's always not like, I don't know. He's got that look like he doesn't know what the hell he's doing sometimes.
He's got that angry look too. I mean, he's
got
a lot to be pissed off.
The Matt
about.
Patricia thing,
Yeah.
I think he's got.
Right.
Does he get? To be Matt Patricia was never after Detroit. Matt Patricia was never the same.
Some of these guys we talked about all the time. They're just meant to be coordinated. I mean, to be a head coach, you got to be like a CEO. You got to run the whole culture. And we could talk about culture when we talk about Jim Harbaugh right now.
Oh yeah,
he went in there and changed the culture. That's what he did. I mean, and just put the right people around you and get people believing in themselves. And I don't think Daboll, he looks lost. Looks like he's ready to just, who can I blame? Who could I point fingers to? Who can I blame in this situation?
It almost seems like some of these coaches, I mean, we know it's not, but they're like knee-jerk reactions. And knee-jerk when I say they had a good year in their length of coaching.
Yeah.
So, boom. Oh, it was pretty good. Hey, let's hire him. Flavor of the week or flavor of the year. And these teams.
Well, teams are desperate and they take chances. The Giants were probably desperate. They didn't have the right candidate in front of them. They're like, let's just take a shot at this guy. We're not ready to win a Super Bowl anyway. Let's take a shot.
But you got to enable them to do good.
Yeah, I don't
do
know.
well. I mean,
I think,
and I don't know the dynamic with the GM and ownership there. I mean, is it the Maras? Is it still them?
Yeah. And he was the owner. My feeling from him, he really wanted Barkley back, the owner, but he let the GM kind of run the game.
And who's the GM?
Joe something. Joe Don. I want to say Donnie, but I'm probably wrong.
I'm not.
Joe. Yeah, Joe something. But they both seem like Dabo would have his feet up on the table talking to players, and
you told me
it was
about
weird.
That, yeah.
I don't like the vibe I got from him at all. Like I would not respect that. He was my. If I walked into my boss's office, which obviously I'm whatever, but
you're the boss.
If you walked into your boss's office and his feet were on his desk talking to you and hands on his back, and unless you guys are having a casual like talking about football kind, but you're talking about like business. Like these rookies walk in, you're talking to rookie NFL players, and you gotta respect them because if you walked in and they put their feet up to talk to you, how would you feel? It was a weird vibe I got from it was really strange. So I can kind of see why they're where they're at after seeing that. I really can.
Yeah.
So
what was that? My ugly? Yeah. So what's your
my ugly is going to be? It's not just all teams. It's not just one team's OCs are bad. How the hell does Derrick Henry get 13 carries in a game and none in the fourth quarter of that game yesterday?
That's
13
brutal.
carries and none. And the fact of the matter is, when he gets 13 or less carries, they are 0-3. When he gets 14 or more, they are 7-1.
Who's the OC?
I can't. They said his name today. I can't remember. But I just don't understand it.
Why would John Harbaugh?
Oh, Joe Schoen is the GM of the Giants. Hop, put that in there.
Thank you, Hop.
Hop's just on the quick draw with.
So
he's our Sparky.
Yeah. So I just think that's just it's just unacceptable.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is a Hall of Fame running back running at Hall of Fame caliber football this year. He's not even arguably, he's the best running back in football right now. I mean, we could all say this guy, that guy, and does Joe Mixon do good? We can all name a little. You right now, we are all. There is no way you wouldn't pick Derrick.
I would have to agree with you.
And Barkley be a close second. He's doing great. But Derrick Henry he is a man among boys when he gets the ball and open.
He's not even in the game.
He just not getting carries. They went for 2 on the last play. The last play went for 2.
Close game too.
And they ran all they ran was like a quarterback sweep. They ran. He got stopped to tie the game, and Derrick Henry was on the field for that play. Not even for a fake handoff or use him as a decoy. Nothing. And he wasn't hurt. There was no. I looked to make sure he wasn't injured. Or they got hurt during the game. So
it's amazing.
Yep. So you're bad, Willie.
My bad is, and I know you know. I'm just going to say, Netflix and their announcing team. They were a train wreck. Just a train wreck. Mauro Ronaldo, Roy Jones Jr., Rosie Perez, Evander Holyfield, who didn't have, he didn't have anything so he could hear anything. They had to pass a question on through Roy Jones Jr. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
They said, and then this Kate Scott, terrible, unwatchable.
Yeah, it was.
And they want to. They're going to do football games on Christmas. They got a lot to go. I think we're seeing another train wreck. Hopefully they learn something from it. But it was, even though we all experienced the buffering, 25%, and then it kick in and then it kick out. But I had a hard time listening to them because all Roy Jones wanted to talk about was himself.
Yeah.
Rosie Perez had a couple moments where she made sense. Kate Scott she was trying to herd cats there. Seriously. I just thought it was terrible.
This sounds like terrible casting right there. I mean,
it was bad.
It was very, very, very bad.
It was bad.
I'm glad I didn't watch it.
I tried to watch it and I said, "Oh, the hell with it."
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, you experienced the same issue.
Yeah. Well, it worked. I mean, I think Clayton stopped by that night, and sort of Mark and Kim, because we talked about dart ball.
Okay.
So they stopped by and we watched it, and that TV stopped buffering. Not this one, but the one behind the bar was working and stopped. But this one, luckily, stayed on the whole time.
Did it really?
Never ever lost.
Wow.
Thank God.
Really?
Yeah, never lost it. So I don't know what happened. If I was in the zone or something, or
You might have been.
I got locked in line early, and it kept me on.
Probably that's what it was, because somebody at work said they had it on their phone.
Yeah, my phone will work no matter what.
Yeah. And I said, "Well, did you mirror the screen?"
Well, I tried to cast it. I'm like, I'll just put my phone on, mirror it to that TV. I went to mirror it, and it would say, use your Netflix app on your TV.
What?
Well, I would if it was working.
Right.
And I got Netflix. Just mirror this. I hate that. Just mirror it. I have the app. I pay for it. Just so.
Do what I tell you to do.
But it worked on that TV, luckily. So we got to see. But the fight was what you thought it would be, probably, unfortunately. I think.
I mean, love biter, and, but everybody's just waiting for that one punch just to. All I wanted to do is see just going, oh shit, is this what it feels like? This is what it feels like to get hit by somebody, a 58-year-old ex-boxer, but I'm sure he can still.
He should have never lost that fight, right? I mean, come on. It's Mike Tyson.
Right.
He still got it.
I like some of the DeChambeau's going to Jack
Nicklaus. Oh, there's so many. So many memes.
It's great.
Good stuff.
That's what we should have done today. We should come up with a list
of memes.
We should fight next.
Right. Or golf against, or hit against, or
play tennis against, whatever.
Right.
That's funny.
John McEnroe. And
so you're bad, Eric.
My bad. I don't know. I have a hard time picking bad, so I always try to pick something good that I could say is bad, right?
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
But I'm watching after I got home from the Packer Bears game where Logan and I turned on the TV. I'm grilling out and stuff like that. we had the Bills Chiefs game on, and I was having I had a couple beverages during the Packer Bear game. I was having a couple more while I'm grilling out, of course.
You have to.
And there's 2:20 left in the Chiefs Bills game. Chiefs are up by, or the Bills are up by 2, and it's 4th and 2, and Josh Allen, that touchdown, that 26-yard touchdown he had.
The run?
The run. And I looked at Logan and I go, that's a bad man. That's a bad man right there. And Logan's like, what is going on with my dad? I'm like, it was awesome. I mean, and Allen, I don't know. I mean, I picked him. Every year I pick him to be the MVP. I've been picking the Bills to win, blah, blah, blah. Obviously they're 9-2, which is crazy just to think about, because I haven't felt like they've really played great, and he hasn't really played great. But that run, that was an MVP type of run. So he's a bad man right there.
Well, that was finally let's not let Mahomes come back and
don't give them the ball.
Don't give him the chance.
That's that's exactly what I thought going in. And I'm like, 4th and 2, just do it. You have to do it. Even though you're only up by 2, you got to do it.
How many years did it take that head coach to figure that out?
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah. Josh Allen was a bad man on that run. That was badass. That was probably the highlight of the weekend for me watching football. And I didn't watch a ton, but that was huge.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely. So, I saw that run. I didn't.
So that's me just picking another good with my bad. So go ahead, Scott.
My bad is I guess I'll go with what Willie wants me to go with. I'll go with Matt Eberflus. And we talked about him all year.
I want you to bang the table, throw your hat.
Just a couple unacceptable coaching decisions in that game. I thought the first one was they were inside the 50 on 4th and 2. They need to go for it there. They were moving the ball well all day. Trust your offense. Trust your young quarterback. Give them confidence. If they don't get it, life goes on. You're no OC. Give them all confidence builders. I trust you to call the right play, and I trust you to make it. Don't do it. End up punting. And the Packers may went down and scored on that drive. That's the score. The drive they went down and scored, and then they ended up going up 19-14. Yeah. And then the next drive, the worst part of the game was you have 35 seconds left, and you settle for a 45-yard field goal. I think it was 44. And first thing I said is that if you got time, I want to at least be in extra point range, because they all kick extra points all the time, and they are made at a decent rate in the NFL. Those are longer, but your quarterback was running the ball great in that drive. You're running the ball. Roschon Johnson finally got carries, and I said this for weeks. Let him carry the ball more, and he looked good at time. Good yesterday when they got the ball finally. They started using him more. You have a big back, and this is Matt Eberflus's first thing he says in the press conference. And this is unacceptable. I think this is why the team doesn't respond to him. They asked him why would he do it over again if he could and get more yards in that drive. And his answer was, my acceptable answer was, well, you know what? I'm worried about a false start, or we might be worried about a hold or whatever. His first thing was, all he said was, well, we don't want to fumble the ball there, or something like, or anything else happens.
Way to put confidence in your
So you don't trust your play. I haven't fumbled. They haven't turned the ball over in like 5 weeks, that team. It's incredible. They haven't turned the ball in 5 weeks, and they're 1-4 in those weeks. This is incredible. But your first thing in your head is, we don't want to fumble.
I can't believe you said that.
He said, that's the only thing he said. We don't want to fumble. We don't want. We're worried about a fumble there and other things. I would have said. I would have took it as a false start, holding. That's a big deal. But you're worried about fumbling the ball. That's your. I would have let Caleb Williams drop back and throw the ball again. You know what? Well, we're about taking a sack. You know what? Let him play. You're like you said, not a Super Bowl team. You got a chance to beat the team. You haven't beaten 10 tries to put this team away and be done with them. Finally, maybe have Caleb Williams be the guy that. Wow, Caleb Williams might be able to beat the Packers. He does. This is nice. Nope. Took it all away because you decided to sit there with 35 seconds and watch the clock roll down to 3 and go, well, let's go kick it.
That's right. It started at 30. I thought about that.
And they had a timeout, but plenty of time. If they were to hand the ball, if you got the first down, run up, spike it.
Yeah.
You could run it again. And then if you want to get closer and okay, now let's call a timeout with 3. You could at least got a spike and 2 plays out of that if you needed to.
They had one timeout.
One timeout. They had a timeout to call.
Yeah,
they had a timeout to call.
They
had a timeout to call to get the field goal. I know they were saving that for that. It made sense. You don't want to spend the time unless you have to. And they didn't have to. It was a great drive. Great throws. It was just a good drive. And momentum was on your side to just keep going. There was nothing.
They had all the momentum. They were moving the ball.
There was nothing that said to you, we're lucky to be in this situation. Just kick the field goal because our offense has been crappy all day. They're off. They outgained him yesterday. They out-timed possession. They owned every category in the game yesterday except the score. And it's incredible to me that he just says, well, we don't want to fumble.
Yeah. Your philosophy should be, we have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, I know you
Because
want to
you're
win.
not winning the Super Bowl.
But I understand. Sometimes people say that. I get when people say, well, they're coaching to win. I get it. You're coaching to win games. You coached not to lose.
Yeah.
Right.
And guess what? You lost.
And his excuse is terrible.
We don't want to fumble. That's what he said.
When you say you haven't had a turnover in 4 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
So they end up going, let's say they go 7-10 or whatever, and he gets canned. Is that you're happy with it?
Yes.
It's probably good timing anyway. You got these young, you got kind of a youngish core offensively. So why don't you start over?
Does the GM go too?
I don't know what Poles does because I know people are all over him about not making the line better. But when he came to the year, there was a base from Tevin Jenkins, Darnell Wright will come off very good seasons. Braxton Jones is an average tackle, okay? But you only had 2 guys and they tried filling those spots. But then Tevin Jenkins has been injured off and on all year. Darnell White is kind of taking a step back, but he played better yesterday. So this all comes from, I hate to say it, and it probably happens everywhere throughout the league if not happy. When you're not happy with who your boss is, the OC, you might not play as good. You might not be into what he's calling. And yesterday, I saw pancake blocks. I saw dudes getting run over. I saw
their offensive line. They didn't start very good.
No, but they
played really, really. They opened some huge holes.
Yeah.
And what's his name?
Swift.
Roshan. Well, Swift had that huge run.
Yeah.
Roshan
had a bunch of nice runs.
Yeah.
And then I don't blame Poles. I say Poles, but once again, they hired Eberflus before Poles. This team does everything like it's backwards.
Yeah. So why not?
And then they hired the president after all. I think they went in that order: coach, GM, coach, Poles, and then president. What?
Well, at least this time you should fire both of them and start with the GM first.
Yeah, and
then
GM
go from there.
Well, the GM I think should keep him. It's tough because, well, you know what? I don't care. Do what you got to do.
Kevin Warren, how long is his contract left?
I don't know. Well, he might have signed just as long as those guys. And the only thing too is the weird thing I heard. The rumor was that when they wanted to fire Waldron, they supposedly Eberflus had to go talk to McCaskey about it. There was a conversation to go fire a guy. I'm like,
here we go.
Nope, that would not at all. I'm not doing that. That's why I don't think a guy like Bill Belichick will not work in Dallas.
Stay out of
He's
it,
not asking nobody. These guys aren't guys that ask. If you can control, I'm fine if you're an owner of a team and go, okay, you can spend cap money, but they got cap money. You can spend that much. As long as in the cap, you're an NFL team, that's when you can spend. If you want to sign bad contracts as a GM, if I'm the owner, you can sign who you want. But you sign bad contracts, you're getting fired. So sign the right guys.
Right.
That's your job to sign the guys. My job is to go, you screwed up in signing the guy. So guess what? I got to fire you and find a guy that can sign better guys. That's it. So no owner should be sitting there talking about who's signing or who shouldn't be if you want to be in a draft room, look cool on draft night, that's awesome. But no way should owner have any say in anything like that ever. That's why you have people below you to do that stuff. That's why you hire these guys that know football. And all the good teams have people that know football running everything. They know football. They aren't just, guys. So, but yeah, it was just poor. Just the explanation. We don't want to fumble the ball. We could have fumbled. You could have. Yeah. And you could have scored a touchdown. A lot of things could happen. Or if my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle. Same fucking thing.
That's like reverse psychology there. What if we lose? Well, what if you win? Duh. Like, okay.
Was that ranty enough for you?
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That.
You did talk with your hands a little bit, which
Italian.
is good.
He's Italian.
Which is good, because I always just tell him, hey, talk with your hands down.
And he doesn't even have a mustache either.
Okay, okay, so good.
My good. Actually, I called somebody to
phone a friend
in. So if you're ready, here we go. Oops, hold on here. Technical difficulties.
Football players, and they are made of the right kind of stuff. And those guys come together, you have a collective willpower that you can make the game any way you want it to go. That's exactly what you guys did. You came out after a rough game last week. We found a way to win. And we weren't having it today, man. I've got all kinds of notes, man. This thing turned into something. Offensively, man, we set a team record. 645 yards on offense, all right, and 38 first downs. Those are team records, gentlemen. So it goes without saying, everybody on offense is going to get a damn game ball. And our quarterback was 24-29, 412 yards, 4 touchdowns, a perfect quarterback rating with 4 rushes, 4 21 yards. All right, this guy had 11 receptions on 11 targets, 161 yards, 2 tugs, Mr. St. Brown. Defense gave up 170 yards, 645 to 170. That's how you play ball, man. Back at our house. 3 total tackles, 1 interception, Mr. Kirby.
I love this team, man. We put in the work for this, man. Hey, on to the next. I love y'all boys.
9 total tackles, 1 TFL, and a half sack. Plays his ass off every week. Violent player, smart player, relentless Jack Campbell.
I appreciate every single person in this room. You've poured so much into me as an individual. This team's special, and I'm excited to keep going. So,
yes. Great win. Like it now.
Great team win. On to the next. Win on through anything.
Doesn't matter if you have 1 ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
I don't. Who was that? I never heard that voice before.
I phoned a friend in Dan Campbell. So
okay.
And on top of that, they had the 38 first downs.
Is he on the hot seat?
No, I think he's on King of the Hill seat. They had 3 plays that went for negative yards, and you know who had a really bad day yesterday?
The Jaguars,
or it's a good day, the best day. The punter, he didn't punt at all.
Oh yeah,
so
no stats, huh?
Yeah, no punts.
That sucks
no
for
punts,
him.
But,
hopefully, he doesn't have anything tied to his performance and his pay.
Right? Hey, you know that didn't Caleb Williams said that thing to their punter, going, "Hey, well, it's not working out that way." But it was a better day for Caleb. So, but yeah, that's my good. The Detroit Lions, they've had. I don't get to do this very often, so.
No, you've done it a lot.
I'm gonna do it.
Actually.
I'm gonna do it a lot. I'm gonna do it a lot.
Like we've had a lot of weeks.
I have to.
It's either the Lions or Jimmy Harbaugh for you, one or the other.
Sure, for sure, absolutely. So
you're good, Eric.
I'm gonna get away from. Well, not. I'm gonna get away from the NFL. My good, and we've harped on this university a little bit lately because of their performance in sports, but my good right now is the Wisconsin Badgers. Now, I know they didn't win and they didn't beat Oregon, but they hung in with the number 1 team in the country, but I'm not so much focused on the football team anyway. The basketball team is 4-0. They squashed the freaking Arizona Wildcats, who are ranked number 9. They beat them by over 20, and they are now the 19th team in the country. So, looking good. Obviously the women's volleyball team, the Badgers women's volleyball team, always solid. They're ranked number 6 in the country. So we beat up on the Badgers a little bit this year. So I'm going to give them my good this time because I think they deserve it. So that was they should have won.
Hell yeah.
Against Oregon because they were right there. They had it. They screwed up a little bit, but just the fact that they were in it, and maybe it's a confidence builder for Luke Fickell in the program. But all of a sudden, some excitement around the basketball team, which I didn't think was going to be there, which is kind of cool. We'll see where it goes, but
right,
yeah. So that's my good.
My good is gonna come off. Well, I'm give Willie a little boner. I'm gonna go with the guy that should be. I think he's the MVP right now. The NFL is Jared Goff. I think he's the MVP. There's no questions asked. He's the best quarterback in football right now on the team he's on. He might be the best quarterback in your eyes, might be the guy you want to pick or whatever, but he is playing the best football because he's playing the position as a quarterback. He's throwing the ball and making plays. And I believe he's the best player at quarterback right now in the NFL. And that's, if it's a quarterback award, which it kind of is,
unfortunately,
I would pick Jared Goff. So I think Jared Goff, he won't win it because it's going to go to
he's not sexy enough.
Well, there's people out there saying it'll be Josh Allen's year because he's won MVP at Josh Allen.
He has never won it. No.
So it's one of those things. Well, he needs to get it. So I mean, because right now no other
Lamar fell off.
Lamar's had 2 not great games, and I mean that hurts. Just like,
and Brady stopped playing, right?
Yeah, Brady's done. He may come back. You never know. So I'm gonna go Goff. I think Goff's having a good year, and I'm kind of. It's nice to see the guy that kind of was thrown to his side was almost like a throw-in into a deal.
Yeah, it didn't. It seemed lopsided at the time, and now it's like
they got him plus a bunch of picks.
You're like, what?
Maybe now it's the opposite.
Yeah.
You give him this, and how many draft picks?
Well, and the Rams did get a Super Bowl, obviously,
and Stafford's playing good.
It was a great.
He's playing great too.
He looked awesome yesterday.
Yeah, he's playing good too. So both teams, I mean, worked out better for the Lions because he got the draft pick. So
yeah.
So to pile on what you just said, I got one stat here. So Jared Goff becomes the only person in NFL history with 2 games of 400+ yards and a perfect passer rating. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think they have lots to say for his offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah, they got a good offensive line too.
Yep.
Very good play
Very
and good running backs, helps play action. They got everything's good about them.
Everybody scratched their head when they took Penny Sewell.
I did like that pick.
Yeah.
Although Jamar Chase was there, but you build the line first for a receiver, and then they got St. Brown
They
later.
built that program the right way.
And I think they drafted St. Brown the same year.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So they got St. Brown.
Yeah, because he was at USC.
Yeah. So they've done well.
I have a great segue if you want to do Benchwarmer of the Week right now.
Let's do it.
Okay. Can I start?
Yeah.
Because we haven't really talked much about this at all. But and mine is more from the fantasy football perspective because I have Patrick Mahomes as a starter in one of my leagues. So my Benchwarmer of the Week is Jared Goff because I have yet to start him in my fantasy league. He was on my bench this week, and we just talked about his stats: perfect passer rating, 24-29. 412 yards, only 4 touchdowns, 43.5 fantasy points on my bench. Benchwarmer of the week, Jared Goff. How do I start him over Patrick Mahomes? Do I do it? Would you do it?
Well, this week I may have done it.
Because the matchup.
I started. I have Jay Daniels in him in the league.
Okay,
and I started Jay Daniels. I started him this week, which Mahomes got a couple more points, but I started Stroud over him tonight.
Oh,
over Mahomes. I've been doing it. I kind of got
over Mahomes. Okay.
Mahomes is it's just been kind of weird with him up and down this year, and
it's just a tough. I don't know.
He's having a weird year.
Yeah.
If you saw his stats and you, here's the thing about that: if you just woke up from a coma after last year's Super Bowl, you had to start winning a coma the day after, and you woke up today, and I showed you Pat Mahomes stats. I'm sorry, Patrick. I don't want to get yelled at. Patrick Mahomes stats, and I said, guess the record. You probably say 6-4, 5-5, 7-3.
Not 9.
No, they're 10-1 or 9-1, whatever it is.
9-1,
yeah. So it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's well, and that's good team. That's good team football.
Psychologically, it's one of those things. You have Patrick Mahomes, right? And you have, and I picked up Jared Goff. This is your league, the league.
The league, yeah.
I picked him up off waivers.
Yeah.
Because on Mahomes bye week, and so I did start Jared Goff once. But he's been my bench warmer.
You started him last week, right? No, the week before last. They played Houston, right?
No,
I'm just joking.
No, when he threw 5.
Oh, when he threw 5, I did not. No,
I started him. I picked him up in the league a few weeks because I sucked or got hurt. Did I have Dak? But no, I picked up Goff a while back. I've started him every week, and
it's just like he's one of those names. Again, not sexy. That's kind of what we just said. And from a fantasy standpoint, it's like Joe Flacco back in the day.
Yeah.
You probably had another quarterback that was sexier. So if Flacco was on your bench and here he is putting up all these huge numbers, then all of a sudden you look and you're like, he's ranked 3rd in my league right now and scoring, and I have to keep him on my bench. Goff's got to be in the top 3 or 4.
Oh, for sure. He might be.
He might be 1.
Yeah, he could be.
So I guess, and watch, now I'll start him and Mahomes will score 50
They got the
points.
Colts. They got the Colts this week.
They got the Colts.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I don't know who KC plays.
But yeah, he's my bench warmer of the week from a fantasy perspective. Obviously, he's not a bench warmer.
No.
But just the spirit of it. So who's your bench warmer of the week?
My bench warmer I was talking about earlier, and that's why I don't want to talk about Roman Duze yesterday. He's last 3 weeks, he's come into his own. It looks like he's becoming a good receiver. He was targeted like 10 times yesterday, caught 6 of those balls. Blocked. The biggest thing is blocking. Receivers that don't block are worthless to me. I don't care if you're the best receiver in the NFL, you have to be able to block. And he was blocking all day, making plays, being aggressive, and it was it's fun to watch. I'll give him credit. He's not going to be, he's not going to. They're going to talk about Marvin Harrison and Malik Neighbors first, but I think Roman Dunes is going to have a good quality career if it works out well for him. And I think he'll be a number 1 receiver for somebody. If not the Bears, he will be their number 1A next year because no more Keenan Allen for sure. So, and he looks like he was on the field more yesterday in single sets and stuff too. So I think they figured out his blocking when they ran the ball. He was on the field a lot yesterday, and he came out right away in the game to start when they went double. It's just him and DJ Moore. So Keenan Allen, I don't know if he's kind of been switched over to maybe the 3rd receiver now, which is probably what he should be playing because he's older and give him less reps.
He had a couple nice.
Oh yeah, he had
yesterday.
One that it's weird. Everybody played better when you get rid of the guy nobody likes, I guess, which is unfair to the guy you don't like, but it's unfair to him. But it's weird, right? It looked like a totally different offense yesterday. It looked totally different. It looked totally different to me. So, but yeah, Rome had a good game. Good for him.
You got one, Willie?
Oh, it's
Jared Goff.
No, I was going to go with Jared Goff, but it's too easy to go with my boy Jimmy Harbaugh, the culture changer. Just like you said,
the Benchwarmer of the week.
Benchwarmer of the week. He's changed it because Joey Bosa, he's the longest tenured Charger on the team. 2016, and he told his defense on Saturday about that the Chargers would overcome any game that they got into because of how they feel about each other now and how they got all the players are behind each other now. They're just not, second guessing name Staley threw this game up for us. They don't worry about that with Jim.
No,
they just worry about doing their job and coming out there and trying to win the game. I mean, even when they came and tied that game, they're like, okay, what's going to happen here? But then J.K. Dobbins to the rescue, good play calling, and
he instills confidence in especially his quarterback.
Right,
every quarterback he ever has is the greatest quarterback that's ever played. Beast Herbert.
Right.
Beast Herbert, he calls him.
Yeah.
That is his guy. He is the greatest quarterback that's ever played.
And you see him,
according to Jim Harbaugh.
Throw the gloves on out there, and
he's catching passes.
Come on, throw some for
me. He had a ball. He caught a ball on the sideline that was thrown in the game. Didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
He's still got it.
So they feel like they have a shot in every game.
That's another guy that's playing really well is Justin Herbert.
Oh my gosh! Yes.
Oh yeah,
his last 4 weeks have been incredible. He's like he was getting the offense he's trying to figure it out, work his way through, and he looks awesome right now. And the McConkey was a great signing for them. They got rid of all their receivers last year. People are like, what are they going to do?
Yeah,
they're just going to win football games now. They don't need no name. They're just going to win football games, and their defense is very good.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert is also a bench warmer on my other fantasy team. I have Burrow, and I have Herbert, and Burrow is definitely outscoring. It's not even close.
He's crazy this year.
But Herbert is a $3 keeper for next year.
Oh, nice.
Because I lose Burrow, and so I just step right into so hopefully that momentum keeps going. But and those are my bench quarterbacks.
Was it a 6-team league you're in?
No, we just had the battle of two first place teams, and I'm up by 60 right now.
That's it.
And with Herbert on the bench. Yeah. I have Saquon, and I have Dobbins, and I'm loaded. Burrow.
Oh, this is a keeper league too.
This is a keeper league, points per reception. It's
Right,
So it's a good problem to have. My keeper situation for next year, solid. Even if I can, and I've even gotten rid of a few because I made some moves. Because you're either a buyer.
Lesser people take some of my.
You're a buyer or a seller at this point in a keeper league. You want I'm getting rid of these high price guys for keepers. But anyway, yeah.
Do we want to? Let's go through the scores from yesterday.
Yeah, you start doing that. I got to use the restroom.
Okay.
Is it available?
Yeah, it's open.
Ed's still in there from last week.
You have to put a token
in
there. Yeah, get started. Go ahead.
So in this past weekend's games,
music?
We talked a little earlier. No, I don't have any music, do I?
He did before.
Oh, the lead into it? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know.
Monday Night Football. Yeah.
So the Ravens Steelers, we talked 18-16. Lamar Jackson's failed 2-point conversion ends the game. And the Steelers take first place in the AFC North with an 18-60 win. Saints beat the Browns 35-14. Moved to 4-7. Browns dropped 2-8. Jameis Winston 2 touchdowns. Derek Carr 2 touchdowns. Taysom Hill 7 rushes, 138 and 3 touchdowns. It was a crazy day. And of course, I played him in the league, and
he usually has one of those games a year.
Yeah. And of course, I played a guy in fantasy who had him yesterday. The Jaguars Lions win 52-6, continue their dominance this year. 9-1, they moved to Jaguars up 2-9. And if Doug Pearson will get fired, it'll be this week.
I do have a little stat there on that game. Yep. So the score, if you put their last 2 games together, 92-20 Lions.
Wow.
And also on that game, I didn't know if you knew this or not, it was a scoregami.
Oh, for 2-6, that would be one, yeah.
It is one. I don't know how many scores there's been in the league, 11,000 or something like that. So
nice.
A new scoregami.
We talked. Goff had 4 touchdowns. Montgomery had 2 touchdowns. Sam Brown had a couple touchdowns. Colts, Jets, kind of one first surprise of the weekend. Colts win 28-27 on a last-second touchdown by Anthony Richardson to jump to 5-6 and drop the Jets to 3-8. Rams beat the Patriots 2022. Stafford had 4 touchdowns in that game as well. Drake May had 2. And then you have the Raiders-Dolphins. Dolphins win 34-19. A-Chain had 73 yards and a touchdown. Tua had 3 TDs. Gardner Minshew had 2 touchdowns. Big game for Brock Bowers, 13-106 or 126 and a touchdown. And Jonnu Smith, 6 for 101. 2 tight ends. It was 2 touchdowns. Tight end game there.
He's playing good. Jonnu Smith.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Vikings win 23-13. Darnold had 2 touchdowns. Jefferson 6 for 81. Will Levis had a touchdown pass. I think this is the biggest, not really upset, biggest kind of good game I thought was the Falcons losing to the Broncos 38-6 in Denver. Couldn't get nothing going the whole day offensively. Who they've been a pretty good offense all year. That Denver defense is good. The offense keep playing like that. That defense is good in Denver. Bo Nix had 4 touchdowns. Cortland Sutton had 7 for 78, and Drake London 3 for 61. Bills finally beat the Chiefs 30-21 to move to 9-2. Chiefs dropped to 9-1 with their first loss of the season. It puts the Bills, I believe, number 1 seed in the AFC as of today, since they beat them, correct? Or they would be number 1 seed?
No, they have 2 losses.
But 9-2, 9-1, yeah, because the percentage. So
okay.
Still be KC probably, but until because they could be 10-1. So they're still getting behind, but it puts them in a seat to maybe get that number 1 seed.
So Bills have not had their bye week yet. Obviously.
No, must not. Yeah, must be coming up. Yeah. And the Seahawks upset the 49ers 20-17 and in San Francisco. Dropped them to 5-5. Seahawks moved to 5-5. Geno Smith with a last-second touchdown in that game as well. A couple of last-second touchdowns by quarterbacks. Bengals lose to the Chargers on Sunday Night Football 34-27. Burrow 3 touchdowns. Herbert 2 touchdowns. Good game by Justin Herbert overall. Also, T. Higgins 9 for 148 and a touchdown. Washington loses to the Eagles 26-18 last week on Thursday Night Football. Jane Allen's at 1 touchdown. Hurts 221 and a rushing touchdown. And Saquon Barkley 146 and 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson had a touchdown as well in that game. And it moves the Eagles in the first place. And the Commanders drop in the second place. And then, as we talked about, Bears lose on a last-second block field goal to the Packers, 20-19. Makes it 11 straight to the Packers losing. And the Bears dropped to 4-6, and the Packers moved to 7-3. And how often you say a team that's 7-3 is in 3rd place in their division? It's really strange. It's insane to me. That'd be a first-place team in most divisions, probably. Close to it.
In a bunch of divisions, it would be. You know?
So division's still looking pretty good. I mean, they're going to start losing to each other, obviously, here because they got to play each other. But it's a lot of wins for 4 teams still, or whatever. 3 teams. Yeah. That's 9, 17, 20, 28 wins for 4 teams. So, yep. So let's talk about our top 5 real quick. So our top 5, you want to read them? Just go do our top 5 from 5. Just do them real quick. So you want to go first, Willie?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
So bottom up or
go ahead. Bottom up. Yep.
Bottom up. We got the Steelers, the Eagles, Bills, Chiefs, Lions.
Okay. Who you got?
So I threw in the Jimmy Harbaugh Chargers as my 5. Eagles, Bills, Chiefs, Lions.
I did 5 A and B.
Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah.
Steelers, Chargers.
Very good.
And I got KC at 4. The Eagles, the Bills, and Lions. That's my top 5 are.
Very nice.
I think the Eagles are looking like a better team right now, and I think I think the Lions are obviously the best team.
Did you pick the Lions last week at 1?
Yeah. I had the Lions won for the last few weeks.
This is our first unanimous time, I think, because I had the Chiefs.
Yeah. I moved the Lions up. Oh, maybe I had the Chiefs last week. You could be right because I kept because you're undefeated. Maybe I was close. I said it was close, but now.
What they did to the Jaguars, I mean, that's not even funny.
They've only had one game that, besides their loss, every other game this year has been pretty good performances.
So I mean,
the Texan game was kind of crappy. But
they should regulate, right? What is that called when they eliminate a team?
Relegate.
Relegate the Jaguars after yesterday.
And so the Lions do have the 3 biggest margins of victory in the NFL this season. So it's 52-6, 52-14 against the Titans, and 47-9 against the Cowboys. So In the Lions, just to throw on more stuff because I have information, might as well give the information.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah. Lions tie the Patriots as the only franchise to score touchdowns on 7 straight drives.
Jesus Christ.
Mm.
And how many weeks did it take your team to? I mean, I'm not trying to rub salt into it.
No, why would you do that? See, we're on your side.
I'm trying to get him to rant.
No, we're giving you the floor.
I just
and
try to
then
get
now
him
you're
going.
gonna pick on us.
I'm just trying to get him going a little bit.
We're in this.
He knows it's all
Scott,
good.
we're in this shit together, right?
Yeah.
We had a 20-19 game that we had to suffer through. Jeez, we're giving you the floor tonight. That's how you treat us.
Well, hey, I just try to get him.
We're the
Well, that's not for him.
we're the stepchildren of the NFC North right now.
Yeah.
You guys had plenty of time to give me a hard time, so.
But we never did. We never did. We
I don't
laid
know
off.
about that. We have to go back and listen to the tapes.
Yeah.
You guys have always been pretty fair, though.
Yeah.
Very fair.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So what was that? Our top 5?
That was our top five.
Yeah.
We're freaking going through this like a rifle.
I do have
You got some
overreactions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's go.
go ahead, do that. Yep.
How about one on the Lions?
Yeah, of course.
Greatest team of all time.
Yeah, that was one of them. Go ahead.
Greatest show on turf. The greatest show on turf 2.
Yes. What do you got?
The Steelers are a Super Bowl contender in the AFC.
Yes.
No.
I think it's reality because they're defense and they can run the ball.
Okay.
I mean, I could usually. We just did the top 5. I believe 3 of them can. So I don't have the Steelers there. So anyway, that's there you go.
Okay. The Chiefs are still getting home field advantage in the AFC. Reality?
I'm gonna say overreaction because they still got to play. I'm guessing they still got to play the Chargers, and I think the Chargers beat them at least once. I don't think the Raiders will beat them, and the Denver Broncos got to play again too. Where I think Buffalo's got to play Miami, but they got to play New England. They get to play.
So you're saying the 1 seed?
Yeah, number 1 seed. I think it's overreaction. They're not going to get the 1 seed after losing the Bills.
Well,
I mean, the Bills
overreaction, I mean, it's possible. It's not far fetched. So I don't think it's an overreaction. Then that's my answer.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson has lost his stranglehold on the league MVP.
Reality. I think Josh Allen took the lead this week.
Well, I only say it's not reality because Josh Allen, who again I picked him to be the MVP, he's been known to have this great game, bad game, couple bad games, couple great games. So who knows? I mean, it could. Yeah, it's still possible. I think Lamar could.
Yeah, because they were just talking here. Jackson still has 25 touchdowns, just to 3 interceptions, with a 117.3 rating, which leads the NFL.
Those numbers are better than Allen's for sure.
And he has 584 rushing yards.
Allen always throws that dumb pick, or fumbles the ball or something.
Well, did you see him how he was running with the ball in that 24 or 26 yard run?
He had a terrible pick yesterday.
When he threw up on 4th down.
Yeah. Yeah, and the way he was running with that huge touchdown, he's got the ball and just palming the ball. Like,
all it took was one clown to slap that thing out of his hand. So, the Jets need to cease the Aaron Rodgers experiment.
Experiment.
I think it's overreaction because I mean he still can throw a ball. They just don't have good offensive line. Not good. They're not good. And their defense is not playing well either anymore.
It'll be interesting to see what does happen with him. Does he have an out clause in his contract at all?
I think he's got next year left, but he can retire. That's the out clause.
And then still, but he can't come out of retirement.
No.
I just think that Rodgers, I feel like Rodgers, sort of like Favre's career, he's got one more team in him. Like he's going to play for one more team and give it a go. I mean, I don't know if they'll win the Super Bowl or what, but I don't know who that team is. Maybe he just goes cross town to the Giants. I don't know. And I don't know how that would all work if he doesn't have an out clause and he's signed.
Right. Well, I think, he's their best option right now.
Yeah.
They don't.
Where else do you go?
Exactly.
Come on. There's only so many good quarterbacks to go around. And
anybody that's behind him, do they have any, would they ever be a starter going forward?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I
don't even know who's on that.
I don't know who they are, to be
Do
quite
they
honest with you.
They don't still have what's his name? Do they? Zach?
No, he's at Denver.
He's
Isn't
in
he?
Denver, yeah.
Oh, I don't even know who's on the team.
Yeah,
don't know.
Don't care.
Right?
Who would have thought? Not me.
Not me.
Dolphins are going to be one of the AFC teams to make the playoffs.
Wow.
What's the record?
Just won 2 in a row. I think they got 5 wins.
I got it right here.
Got it? Okay.
Dolphins, right?
5 and 4.
4 and 6.
4 and 6. Winning 2 straight.
Overreaction.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Yeah, there's too many good teams that are in the way.
I think not having 2 over those weeks hurt them because if we play, they would have won one of those games. Or
yeah.
And this is not being terrible, but who knows if he gets hurt again too.
And they still have road games against the Packers and Texans.
Yeah, and if
home game against the 49ers.
If they lose a couple too, I mean, will Hill shut it down because of his wrist? And I mean, Tua should shut it down
because of his head,
brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at the big brain on Tua.
No,
I can see it.
It's got some dents in it.
Yeah.
49ers won't make the playoffs as a wild card team.
Well, I'm going to say that's reality because they're going to win the division.
You think so?
Yeah. I think they still win the division. That division, you got the Rams who's playing decent. They're all those teams are the same right now. And I just can't imagine them not being better at the end because their roster is just good. They're only missing Ayuk right now. They got McCaffrey back. I guess Debo play. Yeah. So I know they're down a lineman, but their roster's still pretty good.
I think Purdy might be out. He's got a sore shoulder right now.
I think Purdy's part of their problem. I think Purdy's overrated. I think watching him a few times this year, he just doesn't. I mean, he's better than a lot of quarterbacks, but I don't know.
He needs everybody there. Well, Debo's, I think his most yards he has for a game this season is 71.
Yeah. And he tends to run a lot now, Purdy too. He dunks and runs a lot now, which is he gets yards. I think I think it's over. I think they win the division.
I mean, that's the only way they make the playoffs, I think.
I think you're forgetting about the Cardinals. How hot they've been. I mean,
they just have a 1-game lead, right?
Yeah,
I think so.
And the Seahawks are tied, and Rams, they're all tied.
But then you got to think about the Vikings are 8-2, the Packers are 7-3. You know,
we get 3.
Washington's.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to make it as a wild card.
There might only be one team that makes out of that division.
They have to win the division.
That's what I said.
Right, yeah.
So, and that's what you said. So that's your call. Yeah. I think, then I think I'm exactly on the same page as you because that's the way they get in. They win the division. They're not going to make it as a wild card. So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's reality. That's reality because they're not going to win the wild card. They're going to they have to win the division. Yeah.
So no wild card. Only what they're going to do is
no wild card for you.
Yes, right. And last but not least, but you already you touched upon this already. The Bears will fire Matt Eberflus before the end of the season.
No.
You don't think they'll set precedence with this one?
They don't fire
We're
coaches.
Becoming new owners.
They don't fire coaches during the season. Oh wait, they did fire their offensive coordinator.
Not head coaches though.
During the season.
I mean, if they're going to do a correct fire, they should have fired him. And just gave the guy who gave the OC job should have been the head coach then.
Yeah,
because he was up for a job in Houston, and then
Thomas Brown.
Yeah, and he was good enough to get an interview to be the coach of the Texans. So why don't we just have the reins this year? See what he does. If he ends up doing good, maybe. Yeah, you're the Bears. You can have another cheap out with a coach.
Is there ever a positive about firing a coach during the season, especially if it's towards if it's the second or the last third of the season? Does that ever even make any sense?
It'd be rare, I think. I mean, it'd have to be a detriment to the team. I mean, if this coach got caught
drunk driving or something, or maybe assault.
But through history, I mean, we've seen this happen a lot. Has anything ever really changed when a coach has been fired?
Well, no, because recently was Antonio Pierce, all the hubbub. Oh my God, he ended up going under 500 or 1 game under the rest of the year. It was like, they won a couple of starting after that. They
won his first couple.
Back to being the Raiders. Or they started playing good teams again.
You got him at a good price, right?
Yeah. So
that's part of it.
That's a rumor too that Mike Vrabel will be the coach of the Raiders next year. They're going to fire Pierce.
I think Vrabel's going to be the coach of the Buckeyes.
I think Vrabel's going to be the coach of the Bears.
I think Ryan Day gets fired if he loses to Indiana, for sure. If he loses to Indiana this
That's
weekend,
going to be fun.
He's done. I think Ohio State might.
The fans are
turning on
Michigan
him.
played Indiana pretty.
I think Indiana is going to be brought back to. Unfortunately, and I was watching a guy today that said Indiana, if they lose this game, they probably won't make the playoff.
The Buckeyes
they have the 106 schedule strength. Their schedule is terrible.
Well, the first part of it, yeah,
they have nobody.
Buckeyes are pretty good. Those receivers are.
Oh yeah,
that freshman's really good.
The receiving core back was. Yeah, they're creating holes like crazy. Back Asa for me, but yeah,
mad scientist. If he's got to work
Indiana games at home.
I'd say that's at Ohio State.
Yeah, interesting though.
I'm gonna root for Indiana.
They're not a Buckeye. Everybody's rooting for Indiana.
Right? Well, you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Free, it's that. I mean, they're going to be top 5.
Well, Ryan Day just can't get.
They're
out of the way
5th right now.
Oh, they might.
In the AP and coach.
And then they have a chance to be a bye then if they win the Big Ten tournament. Because there's a Big Ten tournament still, right?
Let's look at that conference now. Oregon's number 1.
Be, yeah.
They're going to play. It's one big conference now, but they still play. They still play a championship, don't they?
Is it top 2? Maybe.
Yeah, it's top 2 because they don't divide the conference anymore.
Then it would be Oregon and Indiana.
What if they divided the conference and called it the Big Ten versus the Pac-10?
Pac-10 wannabes.
Pac-Big.
Pac-Big.
Whatever.
East 10, West 10.
So Indiana would have to beat Oregon unless Oregon stubs their.
Say Oregon? Mouth organ? What'd you say?
Oregon?
Oh.
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, there we go.
Oregon me. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Another beer?
Well, we have to do the beer of the week at some point, but you need to give me a few minutes on that.
Well, you got to brew it?
Yeah.
Dude.
I got to put a bourbon float on top.
No, don't put a bourbon float in mine.
I won't.
Put a tequila float on his. He loves tequila.
Better than bourbon.
All right. Well, talk amongst yourselves. I'll go get them. Give me a few minutes, though.
Okay. You got anything else, Willie, on your fun pad?
Let's see. It's more Lions garbage. Lions have what was that stat I was reading? They won 8 out of their last 9 or something like that, and it's the best record they've had since 1934.
Really,
90 years ago.
Wow,
Crazy.
90 years.
Yeah, they're probably playing the Bears and Packers back then.
Yeah. I got a couple things that's interesting. So Eberflus they lost all these games, and because a new one came out with the Packer loss yesterday. Their chance of winning yesterday's game was 71.3%. The Commanders was 96.4% this year. The Browns in 23 was 91.3%. The Lions in 2023 was 98.2%. The Broncos in 2023 is 98.1%. The Lions in 2022 was 95.2% chance of winning all those games. The odds of all 6 being losses is 0.00000001476. And that equals 1.47561. So and the games were, I have those too. Since Eric gave us time, I had this and I kind of forgot about it. So here were the games. In last year, they were leading the Lions 24-10 going in the fourth quarter 2 years ago. And they lost 31-30. That same year, they were leading the Broncos 28-7 at the end of the third quarter. They lost 31-28. Lions last year, 5 minutes left. They were up 26-14. They lost 31-26. They were up on the Browns by 10 with 8 minutes left and lost 20-17. The Commanders game we all know, and then the Packer game yesterday we all know. So those are the 6 games. And the other, there are some games they had huge leads that should never lost the games. And that's just in what you haven't won a road game on a Sunday or what was it? Yeah, Sunday road game. No. Yeah, he hasn't won
road games. Yeah,
Oh,
he's 0 something on Sundays.
Crazy
on road games.
Yeah.
So his only wins come at home or away or on the road on Tuesdays or whatever. So I don't know how. Once again, if this was a baseball manager, he'd been fired already because they're so analytical. They'd have been like, yeah, these numbers don't work, so we can't do this. That's the problem.
So what do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things have in common? Caleb Williams was a sophomore in high school. Mahomes was in his first year starting.
Last time the Bears beat the Packers.
Tom Brady only had 5 rings. Jamal Charles was still in the NFL, and the highest paid player made $33.5 million a year.
Yep.
You are correct, sir.
Yeah.
How many days ago was that?
Yeah, that was 2016, I believe.
Yep.
Right, 16?
December 16th, 2018.
18,
Yes.
yeah, because that was playoff year. Yep.
Yep.
You ready to rock and roll this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna need a drink after all those Lions talk.
Jeez.
It probably won't happen for another how many years? I doubt that, but
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer, it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer. Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Is beer good?
beer is wonderful.
I don't know. I mean, it's like, are we really drinking beer anymore when we drink this is some serious stuff that we're drinking. I mean, so full disclosure, we started the show drinking KBS, which is Kentucky Breakfast Stout by KBS, or by Founders Brewing. I'm sorry. I must have had 2. Here we go. Here goes the chair. Look at the chair. Look at the chair. Look at it go. Every time I do beer of the week now, the chair falls
Your
down.
chair's not moving, though. What are you talking about?
Anywho, and then Willie put a float of bourbon on top of it, so as if you need any more. Anyway, my beer of the week, because it's Stout Month, right? It's November, is from Central Waters in Amherst, Wisconsin. They also have a great little tavern in Milwaukee area. So this is kind of their OG of barrel-aged stouts, is the Brewers Reserve Stout. Famous beer. It's been around for a while, kind of one of those most sought-after beers. So great brew. I think it's about 14.5% ABV. It to me, it's kind of like the poor man's Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. So, but give this a little taste, and then I want to hype up a few things here. So, give it a whirl. You've had it before.
Lovely.
It's wonderful.
Because the KBS we had is 12.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, it's and this is probably 13 or 14 or whatever. I didn't even look it up. But so Central Waters Brewing, headquartered in Wisconsin, has been around now for 26 years. It's their 26th anniversary, and this is one of their. They do this beer every year, and then they always do an anniversary beer. So they have a barrel aged stout that they do, and then so this year the lineup is raspberries and vanilla.
Interesting.
A barrel aged stout.
Ooh.
Then they did an ode to J. Henry, which is a Wisconsin distillery, and kind of like I think it's kind of in the Dells area. And then they did a Heaven Hill distilled or aged stout, and then a Buffalo Trace rye. So that's their lineup for the 26th anniversary. But the Goose Island Bourbon County lineup is out, so you'll get that. You get those beers the day after Thanksgiving. It was a Black Friday. They got some interesting ones this year. They always do the traditional, the OG, the Bourbon County brand original stout, and these are the first people to ever put stout into the bourbon barrel, like we went through the education last week. So they have a vanilla rye stout, which is aged in rye whiskey barrels with and they always call out the coffee part of it. They have Madagascar vanilla beans, and I mean it's pretty intense stuff. A macaroon stout.
Ooh, little coconut,
little macaroon there for you. Then they did a Bardstown cask finish stout. I'm sure that'll be at least $50 a bottle for a bottle of beer. And then they have the proprietors, which I love the proprietors because it's proprietary to Chicago. You can only buy it in the city of Chicago or the vicinity of Chicago. So they always do it proprietors, and it's always something different. This year it is a barley wine ale, but it is a they're saying it's got peppers in it, chilo sugar. No idea, but it just sounds wonderful. Just like a nice warm holiday beer. So it's stout season, so I just kind of wanted to share a few notes on it. I mean, Bourbon County, obviously, we've all had that before. It's wonderful. Maybe we'll do that next week.
Yes.
Not sure. Maybe I'll surprise you guys, or maybe we do it when it comes out. The 2024 version of it comes out. But cheers. Hopefully, Central Waters. This is like one of the first barrel aged stouts I've ever had. It's incredible.
It's great.
It's a must buy every year.
I think we when we went up to the Bucks game a couple years ago, we went to Central Waters. I think we killed a bunch of this.
So now is the time to go. That list I gave you, they have all those in Milwaukee for sale, bottles for sale. So typically somewhere between 20 to 25 to $30 and they sell them in the big, like the 22 ounce bottles. But yeah, just a good ode to a great brewery. I think Central Waters, Goose Island, those are the two founders with the KBS, which we just had. CBS, all those. Those are the three. And just to keep it kind of in the Midwest, I think is a good thing. Give back to the Midwest. So great breweries, great stouts. So enjoy.
Very good.
I think we're indulging a little bit tonight. I wasn't expecting this.
No, that's fun.
Yeah, good stuff. Scott, you like it? Scott's getting over his hangover a little bit.
I like this. No, this is a good beer.
A little hair of the dog.
A little hair of the dog for you.
Did you drink beer yesterday or alcohol?
Vodka.
A lot of vodka.
Good amount. I had beer to start the day with then vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Beer and liquor make you sicker, but it didn't. So
was it just vodka on the rocks? Or?
No, vodka 7 or Diet 7 or whatever. So
I had a good stout last week. We had a little work outing on Wednesday, so I had an hour to kill, and so a couple of coworkers and we went to Elmhurst Brewing.
Oh, okay.
And we had a blonde stout.
Really?
And
how was she?
There you go. She's very stout.
She's very muscular. Yeah.
Didn't know what to expect with this blonde stout.
Yeah.
But
I never heard of a blonde stout.
It was very good. I'm going to pick up a growler on Wednesday and bring it.
Okay.
So it's going to be a crazy.
An Elmhurst Brewery, huh?
Very, very good. Very
okay.
good. They had, some of the names they had. I did have.
It's in Wilmette.
Yes, absolutely. But no, it's. I highly recommend this. I'm not going to tell you too much about it because I want you guys.
You're bringing it next week then.
I'm going to stop on Wednesday and pick up. It's growler day, so
okay.
So I'll pick up a growler.
Arr. Good stuff. Another great stout brewer is in Chicago area is Revolution.
Oh, geez.
They have the like I don't know what they call it something the Dark Series or something like that, which is
I think we partook of that.
Yeah, Revolution. I've been
we went there in that dark. Did she have the?
Yeah.
And we had
the plum beer.
The plum beer. Yeah, you brought that here once, didn't you?
I think I bought some brought off.
Yeah,
so good.
That's good stuff. They do a great barley wine called Straight Jacket. There's so many different stouts. Yeah, good stuff. Oh,
thank you, Eric. This is
very good, Eric.
Yeah, a little tongue tied here because of stout.
I like November. Phase, you know.
Yeah, yours is coming up next week.
No, Thanksgiving.
You're the
28th.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just go with it. 28th.
And it just happens to be on Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah, it happens quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a bit. So,
all right, you could celebrate with turkey.
Major League Baseball announced Rookie of the Year today. First time that two pitchers have won it together in the same year since 1981. It was Paul Skeens from the Pirates.
Is he dating Livy?
Yes.
Okay.
And the Yankees, Louis Gill.
Louis Gill, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
So first time two pitchers won it in the same year and since 81. I'm guessing Fernando.
And
you just talked about Fernando a couple weeks
did
ago.
last, yeah.
We've had a lot of Fernando references.
Who did the
last
other
few
Rookie of the
weeks.
Year?
In 81?
81.
It's probably someone.
Hop's gonna know like right off.
Come on, Hopper.
It's probably some like obscure guy that just was good 1 year
Don
or 2 years.
Sutton.
How about Raleigh? No,
No, he
mean,
goes back to the 70s.
maybe a closer.
Eckersley.
He was a starter back then, though.
Son of a bitch.
I think. Yeah, he was a closer later. How about Lee Smith? I don't know.
Could have been.
Geez, who else?
81 Rookie of the Years.
Nothing from Hop yet, huh?
Fingers.
Was it Raleigh Fingers?
Yeah,
no
okay.
shit. Why didn't we go there?
I guess
he's the first reliever to win the
with Oakland.
Cy Young. Yep.
I believe you said the Fireman Reliever Award. Remember that? Rolaids Fireman?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Rolaids.
I don't know if we talked about this, but the Devil Rays will be playing at the Tampa Bay Rays will be playing at the Yankees spring training home. I don't know if we talked about it last week, but
we had some texts.
Yeah, so they'll be playing there.
Yep.
Should we do our fast food bracket real quick?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So I found this interesting. Actually, I found it on a friend of the show, Steve Milkey. He was on his Facebook page and he threw it up there. So I'm gonna go over it. It's a bracket of fast food. They're ranked 1 through 16. So in the 116 matchup, it's Chick-fil-A versus Whataburger.
Whataburger. I've had it once. I got to go with Chick-fil-A.
I'll go Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A moves on. They're number 1 seed. 8 versus 9, Chipotle versus KFC.
Oh, Chipotle.
Do you remember when KFC came out with that 2 chicken breasts in between cheese and bacon?
It was like a sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, we can't go remember when because we can't say.
Well,
do you remember UNLV? Remember UNLV then versus now? We can't do that.
So we have to go with so KFC. They have solid coleslaw. They have everybody likes their mashed potatoes and gravy. Something about that gravy, the pepper in it.
Yeah.
Right. Man, it's a tough one. Chipotle, I don't like it because they mix their onions and peppers together. I don't like onions. And when you ask them just to pull out the peppers, you think they're asking them to lick the floor. You know, they don't like to do that for you. We're at Qdoba, they will do that for you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with KFC.
That's fair.
I'll go KFC as well. I was Qdoba. They did the same thing.
Honey, you think KFC's still open?
They did the same thing one time when they asked for, I got a quesadilla, and I'm like, oh, can I get a feta vegetables on it? Nope, got to be just cheese and meat.
What?
Can't put feta vegetables on it for me? Some feta? No.
No, they're so regimented.
Which is weird. It's like, because it's supposed to be anything you want, but whatever.
There's been some controversy with Chipotle, too, on the portion sizes. All of a sudden now are smaller than they were like a couple of years ago.
Because they use like a scoop now.
Yeah, they got a special size. It's not just a guy grabbing it.
Yep.
Culver's versus Jersey Mike's.
Ooh, that's a tough one for me.
Easy for
Who's the favorite there?
Oh, actually, Culver's is number 4 seed. Jersey Mike's is 13. It's easy.
I mean, it's just different food, though. I mean, it's like sometimes you're in the mood for a Jersey Mike's.
That's part of what you have to put into it. All the different.
I'm taking Culver's.
I'm gonna go with Jersey.
I'm going Jersey Mike's.
Yeah,
our
I'm
first
just
upset.
more of a burger guy.
Our first upset. Oh no, second because 8 versus 9. How about Five Guys versus Taco Bell? 5 versus 12. Taco Bell's 12. I'm taking Taco Bell.
I think Taco Bell's really gone downhill.
Still taking Taco Bell. I like Five Guys a lot, but Taco Bell is a go-to.
But again, I'm thinking if you asked me this question 20, 30 years ago.
After one more bill, your beer, you're going to say Taco Bell.
Taco Bell all freaking day. But what was the other one?
Five Guys.
I love Five Guys. I mean, it's really
their fries are incredible.
Yeah. And they're always from some different farm in Idaho.
And their burgers are solid too. I will say that.
I'm going to take Five Guys. I'll always take a burger, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think Taco Bell, I don't think their meat quality is not that good anymore.
I would win. Okay.
All right.
I want Taco Bell. Taco Bell would win this whole thing for me.
Would it really?
Yeah.
So what's your go-to Taco Bell then? What do you
I
get?
just like their bean burritos are good. And I'm a fan of their, I just get, because they're like, it's probably one of the healthiest fast foods.
Well, if you get the healthy stuff.
Couple tacos you can do. It's not big, or a bean burrito or something. It's not crazy.
Back in the day, just like the 10-pack of just the straight up hard taco.
But they have their one menu now, the retro menu. They got Mexi Melts back.
It's done now.
Is it?
It only lasts it was only 2 weeks.
I missed the Mexi Melt. God.
Especially after you had a few beers.
Yeah.
Then you would always just go to the 10-pack.
Oh yeah,
the zigzag rolled beers.
My mom's watching.
Ed tore up Shauna's back seat one time.
That's right, with the Taco Bell packets.
She found cheese in her cracks for days.
Yep.
Cheese and lettuce too.
Yeah. Okay, 2 versus 15. McDonald's versus Panda Express.
I don't really like either.
I don't mind. I don't mind either, but McDonald's is
I'll go for a breakfast at McDonald's.
It's an institution. So I'm
It
going
is.
McDonald's.
I mean, you have that. I think that's exactly why I would pick McDonald's.
At least this
And
round.
you know what?
I
you
haven't
get
started.
a Krispy Kreme there now.
My kids are Panda. Like Ella and Jackson both love Panda. So like,
Sienna likes Panda. And Jace
yeah,
loves too.
I've eaten there lately, and it's pretty
not bad.
good.
They got good crab rangoon.
Yeah.
Jace eats Panda. He likes it too.
Does it?
Oh,
What?
Jace
is really expanding his.
I mean,
Hey, you know what? You have to tell Jace when he's watching porn to close his drapes. When I walked in the house today.
Here we go.
Is this anime stuff? I know what the hell is going on.
So
cartoon sex? I don't know.
Are we picking McDonald's?
Yeah,
Just joking. I'm joking.
Out of respect, right?
Okay, so how about
He's watching Bachelorette.
number 7 Wendy's versus number 10 Burger King?
Oh, Wendy's all day.
I don't know. I like a char grilled. I'll go with.
I don't like Burger King
I like
at all.
Burger King.
I'm going Wendy's. The service sucks at Burger King. It used to. I don't know if it still does, but
I don't know.
The only I have
don't go there very often.
My nostalgia a little when I had a paper out, and then on Sundays because the paper was so huge, we'd take the car, and my dad would always do the paper out with me, and we would go to Burger King and get the Chris sandwiches. The Chris sandwiches were good.
But you're going Wendy's, you said.
I still go Wendy's though.
You're gonna use. I said Wendy's.
Better burger,
I'm
better
going
the frosty.
Burger King because
one. So sorry.
Yeah, there you go. That's all right. Yeah.
In-N-Out Burger versus Popeyes. 3.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
Yeah, I agree. In
Popeyes is
chicken sandwich is incredible, good, but
Yes.
everything else is okay. They got rice and beans are good there too.
Yes.
The
I'm
side
guessing the best burger place that's fast. I don't know if it's fast food in California is better than
Jack
Jack in the Box.
No, Fat Burger.
Oh, Fat Burger, yeah.
They're not on there. I bet.
So Jack in the Box is coming to the Midwest.
Yeah, I see that.
Joliet.
Mm-hmm.
Joliet
just got out of Joliet.
That's right. State prison.
Subway versus Domino's.
Yeah.
Hofstra versus Duke. Who cares?
I mean, I'm gonna go Subway.
Subway versus who?
Domino's. Kind of a weird.
I
Domino's
don't eat at
where-
either one of the places.
I like Subway's not bad. Domino's is I don't order it.
I'll go Subway because you know what? They have a decent meat.
You got a variety. You can change stuff up when you go there. I went to Subway. Oh, Subway is what won. So a second round: Chick-fil-A versus KFC.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. How about McDonald's versus Wendy's? Wendy's.
Wendy's is better. Yes, it is.
Because you get chili there.
If I can get a spiced chicken sandwich and a fillet of fish, it'd be a dream world. But
Yeah,
can't do it.
Wendy's for me.
Wendy's.
Wendy's, yeah.
How about Jersey Mike's versus Fiat?
I still have to go with the burger. I'm going Five Guys.
I'm gonna go with Jersey.
Me too.
You guys love Jersey Mike's.
Oh,
I'm a fan.
And I'm a fan. It's good. It is good. They have good variety of like
The bread's
13,
good.
14 sandwiches or whatever. It's all.
It's a good size sandwich, not oversized. Good
Do you get it Mike's way?
No,
Yeah, I get Mike's
no.
way.
No.
I don't like
Why
all.
not?
I just get.
Too much?
I get light mayo on it, or I don't put mayo at all and put the red pepper relish on it
Yeah, that's good.
because red pepper relish has a vinegary taste to it, but it's not. It gets too. It's oil and vinegar is too sloppy.
Are you guys fans of Potbelly?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I
had-
almost like Potbelly better than Jersey Mike's.
I just had it last week.
It's right up there.
Yeah.
Right up there.
Yeah. I think it's better.
Potbelly's good.
You know, but you have to like a toasted sandwich.
Yeah.
What's the famous one that at Potbelly's I used to always get? Pepe's? Is that what? What's
No,
it?
the one that I always get is called. It's got different meats on it.
Yeah, it's got like roast beef.
Yeah.
and-
I get the BLT there.
what's it called? It's got an
Black.
interesting name.
Yeah, the I'll tell you right now.
I'm hungry.
Feed me.
Potbelly sandwiches for everybody. Yeah, I don't know if this would be the same sandwich, but it's one I get all the time. Usually, it is called
Pepe's Revenge.
Rack.
Yeah, a rack.
Yeah, it's got
It's a rack.
It's a rack. It's got turkey, ham, roast beef, salami, and Swiss.
Ooh.
But you can change cheese. I change cheese to provolone or and mix it up.
You get the hot peppers. Those are
Yes.
really
Yeah,
freaking hot.
yeah.
Peppers are
Jardinera is day. You could have I got mushrooms last time, man. Oh, you don't like mushrooms though. I got mushrooms on mine last time. It was good.
I don't like mushrooms either.
About In-N-Out versus Subway. In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
Okay, final four. Versus Jersey.
Oh boy.
Well, I didn't pick Jersey Mike's, so it's
Well,
the majority.
you picked this one, so maybe
one, I would take Jersey Mike's.
Yes.
Jersey Mike's?
Jersey
Oh,
Mike's.
wow. Upset. Okay. And then Wendy's versus In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
Well, who's from?
Okay. I'll have to...
You like their fries?
Wendy's. What's In-N-Out? I don't remember what their fries are like. I can't remember.
They put them through a machine. They punch them.
No, you know In-N-Out fries because they don't cook them. They cook them. They don't cook them enough. And that's it. The way they should be fried, double fried or not, they taste like a bad pan fried potato.
A little starchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the burgers are good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like they phone it in on the fry, but they do make them fresh. But it's not like a double. I don't know. Burgers. I'm not gonna. When I've had them, I've had them.
Have you guys had Fat Burger?
No, I never had Fat Burger.
I went to one in L.A. And I mean, In-N-Out doesn't even. I mean, it was so freaking good. They're not a huge name. I remember them because of Ice Cube.
Oh,
what's the one?
It's a good day.
It's a good day. It's
Right.
always about getting a Fat Burger.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
So the championship, Jersey Mike's versus In-N-Out.
Well, that's a tough.
I'm saying Jersey Mike's.
No.
In-N-Out wins. Well, that was depressing.
So Au Cheval,
Yes.
one of the best burgers, but I found another really good burger place. It's called Little Bad Wolf. Their burgers look pretty awesome. There's this guy on TikTok. He was like Chicago and those that good runny egg on the burger.
We're going all.
Oh hell yeah! Yep.
Yeah, In-N-Out one.
Where's the old that you go to?
Kid D.
Berkeley's Fulton Pride anymore.
The one time we couldn't get to Au Cheval, we went across the street to Haymarket.
Yeah, it was decent. Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, we had good
And then
wings and stuff.
Went to
Lone Wolf's awesome. Little corner bar.
I gotta look.
So,
Anyway.
do birthdays?
Birthdays?
What?
Say what?
What you talking about, Willis?
Whatever we could do to not talk about the Bucks.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about them before you
No,
go.
we don't have to.
Are they winning right now? Yeah, that burger place.
Maybe that's where I went.
Jenny went there. We've been
You have
there.
outdoor, like a little patio out in the sidewalk?
Yeah. It's not really big, but yeah, they do. I can't find my birthday song.
No.
Are you ready, Will? Can I find
Today
it?
is your birthday.
I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is.
Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is the day. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday. Today is your birthday, dear someone today.
And yes, we have a OG Benchwarmer birthday. Eric's last Saturday, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
31, right? No, he's 51.
Oh, yeah, that was
51. 51. All right.
I'm not looking at birthdays. I'm trying to find if I went to Au Cheval.
You would know if you went there.
It was
The fries are incredible there too,
and they have the thick cut bacon.
Yeah,
which is
and their fries are like almost as big as Mojo's.
Yeah,
or like they're. Well, they might cook them in duck fat.
I don't think I
could be
went there,
wrong.
but I'm trying to think what the burger in Fulton Market.
Went to-
Wendy's?
No, Kuma.
Kuma's Corner.
Kuma's Corner. That's
Yeah,
where I
it's
went.
good. They got
And
good
then they had a little, and it's on the.
$15 for like.
That's right. Okay.
But yeah, it's good. We went there one time. Yeah, it's good. We went there one time. And if you get a chance, go.
Okay, tomorrow.
It's worth it.
Yeah, if you're there, go.
We went the one time we show up at 5 o'clock. It was a 4-hour wait.
Can you make reservations?
Nope.
Nope.
That's why we're going on to the game in Detroit. We're leaving at.
Hey, go ahead. This is good.
Pequot.
Oh yeah. Pizza. Oh yes.
And you can't make a reservation there. No freaking place. So you have to there.
No.
How do you?
I know
I'm trying to figure out how to figure out how to go and
I'll just
go.
People have been there.
Party of one.
I'll
That's
find
what you
out.
just did. It's probably what you do, right? And then you could just squeeze
Set
in there
the
somewhere.
bar.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
best
Wells.
place. Yeah. Wells Brothers. Yeah.
Wells is great.
Quonset pizza's good too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Down
In Waukegan.
down in Waukegan, yeah, I
In
heard
fact, I
that's
picked that up for a client not too long ago.
Tasty, right?
Yeah. He brought a ton of pizzas to it. It's good stuff. You are a client. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Show me your pizzas.
Whose birthday is it?
So we're going to start with the birthday boy first.
Okay.
Ryan on.
Good old steroids. Good old roidy.
Got a guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 39.
41.
Oh.
Scott Dave Ortiz.
Big Flappy. I'm gonna say 45. Wow.
He's been on it.
He played till he's in his 40s, right, Willie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams.
22.
23.
That's easy. That's
So
where
it was.
should've
I was
went.
gonna say it was gonna be 20, 23.
That's where
Whatever
I
you
should've
said.
went. Yeah.
Scott Patrick Kane.
Patrick the Caner. I'm gonna say he's 36.
I didn't even get a chance to go.
Say 37.
36.
Eric Carlos Boozer.
48.
45.
Nope. 43. And what's one of the most interesting things you know about Carlos Boozer?
He drinks a lot.
Nope.
Played for the Bulls.
Prince rented his house.
Oh yeah, yep.
Prince rented his house.
Yeah.
Yes. Changed everything.
To purple.
Purple.
And then when he was done renting it, he put everything back, paid everything to be made. Yeah.
You rented his house in Chicago?
It's out in Los Angeles.
He rented when he played for the Lakers.
Yep.
He rented a whole house. He redecorated it for his rental purposes, just to be there for whatever length. And then after he left, he had to put everything back the same, repainted everything.
That's awesome.
That you know what? That's stupid money.
That is stupid
Right.
money.
That is stupid money.
And that's Prince.
Yeah, that's stupid money.
That
Rent my
is so
basement,
Prince,
paint it
though.
all purple, and then when you're done, put it all back.
But the respect part of it, that is Prince. Because you
Yeah.
respect
Right.
him.
No, he was
Yeah.
doing this, but I want it to be for me.
It's going to be for me, but then I'm going to make it be for you.
right.
after I
Probably been
leave.
better investment to build a house there,
Nah,
build it, and then when he's done, sell it.
Sell it, yeah.
stupid money.
But he had stupid money.
Yeah.
And you know what? He didn't have patience.
That's true.
Yeah.
So he's one of these guys. Get it done with money.
Mhm.
He was raspberry beret.
Right. Okay. Mark Gastineau.
Turn.
I think it's your turn, Scott.
Gas. He's gotta be old. I'm gonna say he's 63.
65.
68. And who was he married to that was very interesting?
He's married to Bridget Nielsen.
Yes.
Interesting.
From
The New York Sack Exchange. I saw him play. Him and Klecko at County Stadium against
Did
the
you really?
Backers. Yep.
Wow.
Country Stadium.
Country Stadium.
Good old Bando. Sal Bando.
Sal Bando.
I like that stadium for baseball. It was a good time.
But not so much for football.
I liked.
I saw Barry
like it better
Sanders.
than-
Saw Barry Sanders play there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Country Stadium.
I went to a couple games there.
I think I had my shirt off, and it was in December, and I was drinking fire water. I was a typical UWM student. Started the day at the gas house, you know.
Hey now.
Eric's first.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Today is your birthday.
50.
Ken Griffey. I'm gonna say he's 52.
55.
Ooh.
Double nickels.
Hmm.
This week is not his birthday yet. So
Oh, thank God he didn't sign his card yet.
Yeah. Wow. Michael Strahan.
Oh.
What are you
Strahan. I'm going to say
Oh,
Michael Strahan is 45.
No. 53.
Wow. That was way off.
Boom. He's got 2. I got 1.
Yep. Troy Aikman.
He's gorgeous.
God thinks he's set. God, Troy. We were just talking about. Oh, I wonder. 5.
$89.
No, that's old. That's way.
89. He was drafted. I mean, he was probably 22, and I graduated so 4. I'm going to say
58.
No.
Now, tennis players are always super. I mean, they played when they're so damn young.
Man.
Remember when he played for Phileas? Those short ass.
Yeah,
shorts?
he's older than us. I mean, I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah.
59.
Let's say 62.
57.
Okay.
Vin Baker.
Vin. Good old Vin.
Just started a new foundation in Milwaukee, recovery center.
Really?
Yeah, we just went through for addiction, recovery, alcohol.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say he's 55.
He's younger than that. 51.
53.
Damn, we're so close.
Got surrounded.
Danny DeVito. Danny, was it?
Speaking of big mics or
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
God, he's old. 73.
74.
80.
Wow.
We're 80.
He does.
Rachel McAdams. Wedding Crashers and the Note. And Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Yes. Rachel
And Wedding Crashers.
is 43.
46. Needed that. Yeah. 5'2".
5'2". 5'2". For everybody's keeping score. Owen Wilson.
Oh, Wedding Crashers as well, huh?
I think it's
whose turn is it?
You.
Yep.
Yeah, because
He's older than us. Nice
Black.
back.
Damn, she's old.
Remember, she was in Tommy Boy as well.
Yeah.
Huh?
God, she's still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It's you.
I thought
Yeah,
it
it's you.
started.
No, you went that one off you.
73.
I'm a guess. I know. God damn it.
Can do it. 68.
Oh, what if you would have guessed 69?
Rapper Mike D of the Beastie Boys.
He's in 53.
58.
59. Goldie Hawn.
7.
70. Laughing.
Yeah.
Back in the
She was
a couple sizes smaller.
She was cute.
Right.
Paint on. She always had like paint on her.
Suck it to
skin.
me. Suck it to me. That was a big thing.
It's fun.
Polizzi. Jersey Shore.
Me starting?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Snooki, huh? And I didn't watch that, but I kind of have a feeling that she's 40.
37.
Okay. Well, I was going to guess in the 40s anyway. So
Miley Cyrus.
35.
32.
We're hanging there.
Party in the USA. That's my jam.
Interesting perfume commercial where she jumps into the water in those little red shorts.
Yes.
It's on a lot during Modern Family. Which I can't see it through.
Who turned you on to that?
I've never seen Modern Family. I'm insane, by the way, for the update.
All right, who's up for this?
Eric.
I'll have what Meg Ryan should never have plastic surgery.
Oh my God,
it was terrible. 60.
64.
63 left here, kids. You get 4, 2, 3, 4.
Let me change the rule.
You're up 5-2.
6-pointer wins.
Okay, fine. Yeah, but then and he's not. You're gonna throw those at us. Is this gonna be a 16?
No, this is the 5-pointer. No, this is a normal. This is normal. We got 2 left.
Go ahead. Oh, at the end. You're saying at the end.
6-pointer.
But not the very end.
Not the very end.
Very end.
It was very sudden. Well, she was intensive care for. But no, not the very end.
Calvin Klein.
Oh, it's me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I hope so.
78.
88.
82. So we got 3 more after this?
I guess.
Right.
Well, no, it's up to you.
No, go ahead.
3 more.
You're first, Eric.
If you have interesting ones, I mean.
Ahmad Rashad.
Viking.
What was his real name?
I don't know.
Bobby Moore.
Isn't he
Bobby
married
Moore.
to Mrs. Cosby?
He was.
Yep.
Got divorced. He had too much. I think he was out catting too much with Mr. Jordan. They were good buddies, and I think he got
I think
caught.
you're right.
I'm going to say he's 64.
Let's say he's 69.
75. -1, Scott.
Whatever. Got a lead. I could lose points the rest of the day. Don't matter.
This guy's
Let's go.
I'm first. Here you go.
Okay. What am I going to pick here?
Something good.
TikTok, TikTok.
We're going to go with Marlo Thomas. That girl.
83.
82.
Last one here.
First.
What score?
5.
It is 4-2.
Okay. I lose 1 if you got 69, right?
Yep, you did.
Okay.
You did.
But you get 69 for fun now. Unless Eric gets it. The way I'm.
I'm a in here.
That's horseshit. 33.
39.
Wow. So is this another 6-pointer?
6 here.
Protesting this game already.
Michael Strahan.
We just did this.
You do Michael Strahan.
You did this already.
You did him. He's 50.
You did this
Oh,
thing.
you're right.
Yeah.
What?
No, I forgot because he's on here, but I go to a different website to get the sports guys.
I bet you do.
I do. I go to their own personal one here. So let's see. What can we do here?
Yeah, now that you threw on an extra round, you got to see it.
Bruce Hornsby.
Just him and the range.
Just
Who's first?
It's just the way it is.
I am.
Some things never change.
78.
70.
Yeah, go for it. Jesus.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
Stiff competition, you know.
Be old habit.
The Jaguars.
What kind of competition did you say?
Stiff.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. What else we got here? The Bucks. They still suck. Yeah, I didn't check if they're winning tonight. Let's see. Let's surprise ourselves if they're winning. Hold on, I'll look. Let me look, Eric. I don't want you to be upset.
Okay.
I won't tell you.
I'll eat.
If they're losing, I'm gonna say, well, what's the next topic, guys? And you'll know they're losing because I don't want to make you feel bad.
I already know.
Oh, you already saw if they're losing or winning? What is it?
We're down by 4.
They are
2 minutes left
in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
We can always come back to this later.
Scott, what? Why do we bring this up?
You asked about it. You want to talk about the Bucks? You said. So I said, okay, let's talk about the Bucks. So Eric, talk about the Bucks.
We're 4-9, about to be 4-10.
I can't wait till they should get to 6-9 though. They might win the night, win next week.
That would be nice.
They play the Bulls on Wednesday, I think. Is that next week?
The 76ers are 2-10.
Ooh.
Cleveland's 15-11 and 3 Celtics.
Oh, the Cavs. Oh, yeah, the Cavs. Yeah. Good game. Should be entertaining.
So they won last night without Mitchell.
Yeah. We can't.
Are the Cavs winning the NBA Finals this year?
And I think Boston's still the best team in the East. You know what I mean?
Tomorrow, that's pretty cool. 6 p.m. TNT.
Yeah.
That's a big game. I mean, is it even that early anymore? They've played 15 games, obviously. So we're looking at not quite a quarter of the season, but that's pretty dominant.
Yeah, it's 15.
That's a great start.
NBA too, I think.
Oh yeah,
to win. I think they'll go undefeated.
Yeah, for sure. At the game where the 24-0 Warriors against the Bucks.
And the Bucks beat them.
I was at that game. It was pretty fun. And the Bucks had 12 wins because that was early in the Giannis stages. But yeah, I don't know what to make of the NBA. What the fuck is this guy doing?
It's your birthday.
Yeah, well, you gotta split that with me. Yeah. Thank you.
Talking about
NBA. I guess NBA. I don't know what to make of the ad. I mean, what we talked about last week has a lot of teams that are solid, and the East has 2 teams.
Yeah,
because and it's like the Knicks are kind of just barely over 500.
It's kind of like the NFL. I would say the AFC's got better quality, maybe.
What about the 15-0 Cavs?
That's what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
we were just talking about the
Holy
Cavs. So, and then tomorrow night's Cavs Celtics.
Yeah.
So
TNT.
Their first test.
Conference finals
And
preview.
And look, this I have right here. So let's see what I don't even watch, but college basketball.
No.
You guys watching?
Did watch Duke?
No.
I watched Duke, Kentucky.
Duke's fun to watch. Yeah.
I don't watch much college basketball till the tournament. I'm not like if I'm home winter, like we're sitting around at night, or if it's weekend because it's crappy and cold. I'll watch a game. For me, I'm all about the tournament. And I like watching like the tournaments too, like the Big Ten tournaments. So that's fun to watch.
Well, it's interesting right now, and then it fades big time in the month of December.
And you know,
but now because they're playing in little mini tournaments, and and then it just failed anywhere really, and then it's all in from there for me.
Yeah, it's
1-point game, 40 seconds left.
Like I said, I think college time for me too. They start conference right after
mid-January,
after February 1st when college basketball starts.
As you're approaching the you're at cuts to the NFL playoff. You have some good college basketball, and you start to get some good golf too.
Yeah,
like just think about it. Every year, this every same weekend is the Waste Management Open. You're in the conference play time for get in there.
Ooh.
There we go.
You did, oh yeah, TNT's moved ABC.
ESPN.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that this morning.
It's pretty.
Oh, they bring the same guys all.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they are. They keep
Same.
Barkley's going with them?
Oh yeah.
I thought Barkley was going to quit if they left. But I was going.
Part of the deal was.
Okay, good for them.
He said, "We all go,
or nobody goes."
Right.
That's good for him. Just all live there. I mean,
I can live wherever he wants.
About drinking. They're like in public ever. Never go out, never be driving somewhere ever. You screw up. It's your mama's house. That's your mom's. Like it's all drink. Like after the championships, my dad and I would just sit in our house and just. But yeah, he like publicly will never ever be out somewhere, anywhere, a beer or anything.
He was on Dan Patrick last week, and he was talking.
Maybe that's where I saw that.
They were talking about the smallest car he ever had, or the 2 Ferraris, and they had to put an extension into it so he could drive it.
Mm-hmm. We always had the Superman Cadillac, and
that a foul to give there. They're gonna again too. Oh no, one more in there in the bonus, right? So they can't foul again. I mean,
right there, yeah.
Yeah, so he didn't yet though, unless it's gone. Oh, maybe they got one. Now they got one more to give.
What did happen to LaMelo Ball? What did he call Giannis?
No, that was no, that wasn't LaMelo Ball. That
It
was
was
the Celtics guy.
No,
Call him what do you call him? Oh, because they played Charlie.
A gay term.
Him
or something like that. Called him. I think he called him.
That's not a good thing.
No, let's find it. Let's see what it was.
I like that. I like. Is that right there? 44.
Yeah. It's always a way of staying in
bad. I don't think Lillard's in the game.
No, he just was. He just was.
It's defensive. That's why.
Maybe.
But how's AJ Green? He's not.
Oh, he asked a sideline viewer question. about defending the last shot again.
Oh, okay. So, closing thought.
They're hanging out here. There's got to
Oh,
be
might be time on that.
Oh boy.
when it hit Giannis. I don't know, showing it as a final, but they're on the court still. What'd you say? Closing thoughts?
Closing. Yeah, we got nothing else, right?
Yeah, I don't have.
Willie, you're good too.
No, I'm good with closing thoughts. So we can talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about next week's games. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Let's go real quick.
Let's do
and
that. Yeah, we
make
got
our picks for next week's games.
We got a KBS in front of us. So that's right.
Finishes.
So we'll just go through rapid fire. Just say the winner, okay?
That's what she said.
Here we go. Thursday Night Football. I think it's another good one, I think, if it loads here. Oh, no, it's not. I can't remember now. What's going on here?
Radio silence.
I don't know why it's not loading here. It was just up here and disappeared. Okay, I think we're going here. I think
Jason's in his
Steelers
movie
Browns.
selections.
Okay, here we go. Oh, Pittsburgh at Cleveland.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Detroit at Indy.
Detroit.
Oh, tough. Let's see. I'm gonna take Detroit.
I'm gonna take Indy.
Woo! I like it.
I'll take Detroit.
Anthony Richardson.
Big game for
Take
Taylor.
Detroit. I'm gonna take Detroit. Dallas at Washington.
Washington.
Take Washington as well. Kansas City at Carolina.
Kansas City. Come on.
I'm taking Carolina.
You're out of your.
You think they're looking ahead?
You're out of your fucking mind.
Take Carolina. Minnesota at Chicago.
I'm taking Chicago. Play? You want to play? I'm taking Chicago.
I'll take Chicago too.
Yeah.
I don't like blind.
Be hot as hell.
Yeah. Tampa against the Tommy Giants. Hi, Tommy.
Tommy Cutlets.
Stands.
I'm taking Tampa.
Tampa.
Tennessee. Houston.
We have a problem.
At Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, so are the Raiders.
Devontae got out of there just in time to another mess.
Denver. Denver all day.
I'll take Denver.
I think Denver.
Arizona at Seattle.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
I like Seattle.
Arizona. Seattle.
Yeah.
But Arizona's come off a bye week,
Yep.
so I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Big,
Kyler Murray.
Big game for the
He
Cardinals.
probably didn't watch looking. He probably played Call of Duty all week. So
Did Call of Duty come out this week?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
San Fran at Green Bay.
Ooh.
I think it's a must win for San Fran. Yeah, game like sometimes teams just
more than Green Bay.
And I to be honest, neither team played very well last week, so it's not like and it just two teams going off. Packers looked okay, and the 49ers beat. So
Hold on,
the Packers have been benefiting from karma so much that I think it's bite them. San
Fran. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
by a field goal.
Probably,
Probably, yeah. Probably.
He's in. Makes a difference. West Coast or mid.
Yeah, but they're
Central
built. They're built right.
I mean,
wow.
Philly at the Rams. I talked Philly up. I got Philly. The Rams are scary.
I'm taking Rams.
I'm sticking with Philly because I talked them up. But
a good game though. Is that a 3:00 game?
8 Sunday Night Football. The Harbaugh Bowl. Baltimore and the Chargers.
Hell yeah! Right
Where
here.
at?
Right here.
Jimmy gets his revenge from
Jimmy
the Super Bowl.
Kicky Pants.
I like what Chargers are doing right now. What does that mean for the Raiders? What are they? They got 5 losses.
6-4 right now.
We'll have 5.
Oh, I'm sorry, 5.
Chargers,
Yeah. So
we're in a few weeks more to win.
Doesn't make the playoffs.
It's at least
They'll
2
make
years.
the playoffs.
He's out.
Playoffs.
I'm Chicago.
No, you'll just take them.
Yeah.
The Bears, you'll take them.
We'll get on the podcast.
Yeah, get them out of here. Replace Ed.
John
Sorry,
right
Ed.
here. Johnny
Love
right
you.
here.
Yeah.
Here, put this flannel on.
I don't like flannels, but let's try it on.
Yeah.
See if it fits. If it fits like that Chargers Oilers jersey.
The Oilers.
Man, Earl Campbell's out of shape.
Yeah, he is.
I probably had a gut like that back in the day. Those guys weren't that much
Yeah,
shape.
that's true.
Zeke Elliott.
It's heroin.
Zeke belly right now.
Those dad bods.
Eric?
Closing thoughts. It's weird because it feels like it should be Thanksgiving week. It's usually after my birthday. The week after my birthday is always Thanksgiving, but it's not. To this, the way that it lays out, it's just weird.
It's late again.
Yeah, it is.
Because you think about it, that Sunday's what, the 1st?
Yeah, it's just the way that it lays out. This because
it's less than a month away from Thanksgiving. Is less than a month from Christmas. That rarely happens.
You really should put your stuff out next week. This coming week.
Well, I actually am. I'm going to consider starting to bring it up from the basement this coming weekend.
Logan, you got a job to do.
And I don't mind. Like, okay, you want to? So this is I outside. She decorates inside. I bring all the stuff up, and it sits, and it's slowly. By the 24th, it'll all be done. The 24th of December, it'll be done. Finally, people are putting ornaments on the tree. We don't do it all at once. It's just kind of, and then I do the outside the weekend of Thanksgiving.
You do it for like New Year's Eve. You have it done by?
Yeah. I'll start to get everything out, even the outdoor stuff. I'll get it out. Maybe I'll do a tree or two, but I really Saturday of Thanksgiving. I don't give a crap if it's the 30th. That's when I like to do it. Flannel shirt, vest, Goose Island, Bourbon County,
frozen hands
in my hand. Taking the gloves off every now and then. Your hands are freezing. Hand warmers in at the end. Starting a fire. That's what I like to do. So, great time of year. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. It is my favorite holiday. You don't have to stress about presents. You don't have to do. It's just great food. Sit down with your family, talk to your friends, whatever. Happy Thanksgiving. It's just Packers play. Packers play that night game.
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah, they play the night game.
Bears play today too, as Lions.
Yeah.
Who the Packers play? Oh, Dolphins.
Good luck with that, by the way.
They play the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Dolphins. Dolphins. I don't know. Dolphins?
Packers. Dolphins at the Packers is Thanksgiving night. You got Bears, Lions, Giants, Cowboys. Oh, Giants, Cowboys. I cannot wait.
Rich Eisen said today the reason why they put a third game on because Detroit was so bad for so many years.
Yeah.
They had to make it interesting.
And now look at them. Look at them. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Not me.
Right. Well, last year they got their ass kicked by the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Yeah. And now this year they're going to get their ass kicked by the Bears. Not to look ahead. I'm not looking ahead.
It could be.
So the Bears go. They whoop the Vikings this week and they whoop the Lions the following week. How are you feeling? Future Scott.
Super Bowl bust.
The sunglasses are on, baby.
Headbands.
Yeah, the headbands. Oh, shit.
Punky podcaster.
Yeah. Woo. I guess that's my
So
final.
my closing
that's my final
thoughts.
thought. Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right, so Scott, do you have your menu down for Thanksgiving yet?
Mm-hmm.
How about desserts? You have the dessert figured out?
Cena's gonna figure one out.
I saw this one, this pie that they make for.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
Milk bar. Okay.
Caramel bottom. Did I have you? Did I have you there?
At bottom.
Caramel bottom.
Eric's got.
I feel like I'm going on right now after all this. barrel-aged stout.
I would say if you're sitting in Ed's chair, you might have that.
I could see it there, the remnants of it.
He's probably sitting right now making caramel bottoms.
There's caramel and venison on this freaking
He's making
chair
Tootsie
right
Rolls.
This chair smells like caramel and venison and Coors Light. I don't know.
64 field goal attempt.
And Mountain Dew, but not sugar-free Mountain Dew. Oh,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Did that just happen? Did a 64-yarder just happen in front?
Did you see the guy fall over the cameraman?
Oh, he caught the ball and fell?
Go. Can you take this backwards?
That would have been good from 74, by the way. Just right? Did you see that kick?
I can't rewind on this.
Okay. Oh my God.
What's the flag?
If they show it again. So somebody fell over the top.
Hold on.
I saw something going on. Oh no, it's a freaking shit show. Oh, now it's the Tyson fight again. It's buffering.
Buffering.
Okay. The pie again. Milk bottom.
It's a milk pie. This thing, what you have to, it's the steps is you have to take the pumpkin and you roast it a little bit.
Oh, okay.
To give it a nice flavor on.
They call.
Right. Watch this.
Okay, let's see this.
Oh, head slap. He called.
Did it get tipped too? And
He slapped the guy in the head. I bet they called
All right, now watch on the left-hand side.
Oh, head slap. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you grab balls. This is grabbing by 91.
So no 64-yard field.
No.
Damn it. That one nonchalant too.
Okay, so what now, William? I'm sorry.
The pumpkin puree on a sheet tray, and you have to bake it off a little bit, caramelize a little bit. But this, you make the pie crust, and you put a little caramel pumpkin pie filling on top of it. It looks amazing. I'll send you the recipe.
No, send it to me.
Yeah.
Maybe make that pie. Make 2 pumpkin pies. Normal one on that one.
That's right. Yeah.
Pecan pie. I
Are,
love pecan
are we
pie.
doing?
pecan pie.
Are we going to do our Thanksgiving foods
Next week? Why not?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just such a great holiday.
I'm bringing shots of turkey gravy for everybody.
Oh, I can't. I know you're going to go in your closing thoughts, but I've been saving all these recipes for holiday. We're going to do holiday drinks, right?
Yes.
Oh, I got a good one. I found a good one tonight.
I've been just screenshotting all these different things, and I've tried a couple. Of course, they all involve bourbon. But anyway,
this one has bourbon in it. I'll just give you a
give us a preview.
A little preview here.
Yes, bourbon. That sounds excellent.
It's called the
Sweaty Monkey.
Bad Santa Bourbon Bomb.
Sweaty balls.
Bad Santa bourbon.
I'll tell you what it is.
You like bourbon when it's mixed in, though.
Bourbon, coffee liqueur,
Oh.
cola, and 1 rogue cherry. I don't know what a rogue cherry is, but I'll find out. It might be a cherry from Vex.
No.
So I got one, a maple vanilla frostbite old fashioned.
Ooh,
that's a potential one for me when we do this. And the one that I made, where is it? Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, okay.
So I found this one. It's called a cookie old fashioned with frosting and like a Christmas cookie old fashioned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I made this. It was weird because I didn't think it was gonna be good because it was like maple and lemon.
Ooh.
But it ended up being, and it wasn't an old fashioned because it was a shake. Like old fashioned, you never want to shake an old fashioned. You want to stir an old fashioned.
Yes.
But it was a shake drink and it was really freaking good. But now I can't find it. I know I screenshotted it at some point, but so that's a potential for the our holiday drink.
If any of our listeners have some suggestions for us,
we'd love to hear them.
Right?
I've been really trying to just perfect the simple old fashioned. Just like, and it's really, you would think it's because it's so simple. Like, how do you perfect it? You know, like the proper ways of muddling and all that stuff. But it just, you got to get yourself a strainer, right?
Right. Yep.
Okay, you got to have that because you don't want to shaker. You don't want to shake it. You want to definitely stir it, and you want to muddle the right amount of fruit. So how much orange, how much cherry, how much bitter is like perfecting that. Is it 3 shakes? Is it 4 shakes? Do you want orange bitter or bitter? Like how, like, and then what's the right? And I figured out what makes a really good old fashioned. Go to Sam's Club and I'm gonna be at this distillery in a few weeks. Sazerac rye whiskey.
Okay.
Rye whiskeys seem to make better old fashions than bourbon.
All right. So the other thing I think makes
Yeah.
it good old fashioned, the cube.
Oh yeah, just one giant
Cube.
We talked about this last week too.
Yep,
I think.
yep.
I have that golf ball mold. It ends up being the size of a golf ball. It's shaped like it, but it's just that one mold.
And the right type of glass as well.
Yeah,
So
just
a rock glass.
a cocktail glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just getting it that muddling. You don't want anything. I don't want to feel anything in there. So you strain it, put it through that
You
strainer
don't want to feel
perfectly.
anything in that? You don't want a little.
Well, I don't want that. I don't like sediment.
You want
I don't like.
pulp
I don't want sediment of a cherry, or I don't want any of that in there. But the right amount of shakes of the bitters and
Okay. Yeah.
One of the things I'm looking forward to doing in the Bourbon Trail is all those different distilleries have 20 different bitters you could buy too. Like I'm looking forward to I'm going to grab a few, let's experiment with some bitters. Cause we're used to what's the company?
Cherry, Angostura.
Angostura. And I tell you what, I've experimented. I always go back to that. The traditional.
That one's the traditional's solid.
Yeah.
But there's always good cherries bitter, orange bitter.
Yeah. And then the cherry, what kind of cherry do you use? Do you use Gino? Do you Luxardo?
Luxardo, you pay like $15.
Or do you muddle with just a regular top with the Luxardo? Like so many different ways. So we're boring the shit out of you with the old fashioned. You like the Wisconsin old fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, holiday drinks. We're gonna do that next. Well, whenever. Let's start next week.
We could.
Hell yeah.
Extended holiday drinks.
Holidays are upon us.
Yeah.
Along with a stout.
Unless and we may bring in some Bourbon County stout, whatever.
I think I have one that's ready to pop.
I hope it doesn't pop. I had a 6-year vertical. So going back to 2018. And I opened the 2018 in Sam Valley. I still have a 19 through 23 of Bourbon County stout.
So did you share it with the kid? Is that what you did?
No, he didn't. I just shared it with myself. Yeah.
He lumps.
I poured 2 drinks and I said Eric, and then I took the other one. I toasted myself, but I'm going to bring a couple of them to Kentucky. Of course, you got to have. You got to bring Bourbon County to Bourbon County, right?
Right.
So, sorry.
No.
Your closing thoughts.
You guys are good.
I think so.
No, let's talk more about bourbon.
Bourbon. Scott loves bourbon.
He does, but not straight.
Yeah.
When he be on the golf course, he'll drink some bourbon. Right?
Did I?
Yeah. I had that pecan whiskey, but it was,
that's not bourbon. I'll do.
As far as you know,
I'll do pecan. No, it wasn't bourbon. I know for sure. Pecan whiskey is awesome.
Pecan whiskey.
Is there still shots in the thing?
Yeah, I think there is.
Because Willie and I we're on our we'll probably be. There'll be a line. Willie being first, and I'll be second, and I'll try to cut.
That's right. Cut in front of me.
Go ahead.
That you guys got your closing thoughts on?
No, what are your closing thoughts, Scott? Okay, Willie.
Yeah.
Send it.
Not much.
End of the bench.
Yeah. No, I don't have anything tonight.
No rant.
No rant.
Rant.
I'm all ranted out. I'm all ranted out. I don't know. Do about a guy hanging. Where is he? I don't know. I have no idea. Clue.
What happened to him?
I don't know. Talking about Kevin, the old Packer.
Kevin Green.
Kevin Green. That's what we were talking about. Where is he now? I don't know.
Coach, he might have died. I don't know.
He has passed.
Yeah.
So once again, for Eric and Willie, I am Scott. Don't forget to check out the 46 Zone podcast. Also,
you're bigger than that one.
Have a good night.
I hate goodbyes.
Sorry, folks. Park.
Because we did something today that no one thought we could do, including us. So we're going out, we're celebrating, and we're going to...
I swear I've seen a lot of stuff in my life. But that... Bye, Felicia.
Kids, there's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
I'd give him more buys and highs.
Comes from some other people.